communication and full control over all the sensors.
But so far, being able to log in and review every lap has been a huge plus.
To have Link pull through and step up for us and just help us out to be able to all pull it together.
That's all we need. Simple, cheap, easy, works, good ECU, weatherproof.
It's got enough IOs too, like we're doing tons of stuff. Oil, fuel pressure, boost control.
All those features I have thanks to the Link ECU.
What a beautiful day here in New Jersey. The Garden State is about to be the Smoky State because this is round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship as we make our way over what I call the Crazy 8, the figure 8 track. Holy cow!
Everything felt awesome.
Whoa, buddy. They banged doors, they banged back wheels. What the heck was that? Unbelievable. Adam LZ, James Deane, RCR. An RCR vehicle will win. Adam LZ with the nasty backwards entry. Adam LZ gets the win. We'll see you online or we'll see you another time. Send it from the Gym Nation. Type S the Gauntlet, presented by AutoZone. This is the stage, and it's called E-Town, the first ever purpose-built drift coliseum in the United States of America. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jared Deanna. Joining me in just a little bit with Jacob Gettens, as well as Lorette Nickel, our field reporter, finding all the dirt, all the heat down in the track. It was hot earlier today. It rained right after 32 ended, and now it's dried up. So it cooled things down a little bit, but things are about to heat up in just a little bit as well. We had our VIPs down there on the track and some VVIPs. I'm talking about, you can see down there, you saw them there in the blue shirts. The young men and women in front of you have made a commitment to serve in our United States Air Force. So those in the building, please honor their commitment and please stand while Lieutenant Adam DePina, Gold Bar recruiter with the 314th Recruiting Squadron, administers the Oath of Enlistment. Down to you, Lieutenant.
Do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Back to you.
Thank you so much again, Lieutenant Adam DePina. Please remain standing and remove your hats as the honor guard to present the colors, Joint Base, McGuire, Dix, Lakehurst. And singing the national anthem is a mother-daughter duo, Denise and Ashley Pettit. The Pettits have distinguished careers on Broadway, movies, radio, and television. They have performed at the White House and they travel the country with their original variety show. They are big Formula Drift fans and wish everyone a great race. Down to you, ladies.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming,
Thank you so much, Denise and Ashley Pettit. And of course, thank you to our color guard and of course, those young men and women committing themselves to the United States Air Force. Are you ready to meet your top 16 drivers, New Jersey? Stomp your feet, make some noise! Get those bleachers rattling. Let's make some history here in New Jersey. All right, first car parked. We kick things off. Coming to us from Georgia, his lovely wife, his team, driving that comp cams, Kenda Tires, Corvette. Make some noise for Full Pull Taylor Hall. Coming up next, our most recent winner, coming to us from Ireland. He's a champion across the pond, and he's a rookie here in Formula Drift. He's going for Rookie of the Year in the Garagistic Red Bull BMW E36. Living in the shadows, Connor Shanahan. Up next, operating that vehicle for him, the Garagistic BMW. He says give moderns hell, but he's in the modern, so he's gonna give himself hell. That's right, make some noise. Garagistic Pedal Commander, Vitor Tire, BMW, RCP, Rome, Charpentier. Scarp's living in the background right now. The 777, driver of the Boreal Exhaust, Heat Wave, Visual Lean, Customs Corvette. Make some noise for Matt Field, the Beast from the Bay. Originally from the Pacific Northwest, he's driving that Permatex GT Radial BMW. Make some noise. He is Dylan the Dozer Hughes. His sister made history yesterday. He was in her ear spotting for her, the first ever female to podium. His sister Amanda Sorensen, but make some noise. He's going to throw down for the United States Air Force in the BMW from Las Vegas. High flying Brandon Sorensen.
Let's go!
You know him, you love him. He just had some Sally's Pizza in his belly. He drives that Drift HQ, BC Racing E36 BMW. It is the one, the only, Adam LZ. He is the pride of Paducah, keeping it cool with his Mr. Cool Cadillac on Kenda Tires. Make some noise for Jonathan Hurst. He's got the moves like Jones. That's right, the Evo Auto Works Nissan 370Z, feeling that big drift energy. He's on those Kumo tires. Let's see those moves on and off the track. He is Jeff Jones.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta give it that hack two and spit on that thing.
Up next, your three-time champion, current points leader, another Irish driver, ripping the AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD, Pennzoil Lubricants, NGK. You know him, his name, James the Machine Deane. Another three-time champion in the arsenal here in top 16. He's going against Shanahan right out of the gates. He wants to take down this young buck. Yeah, he has dreams of going against him, and here he goes. That Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires. It is Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo. Moving on down the line, he calls this his home track. His wife, his son, here cheering him on. He cut his teeth here at E-Town. He pilots the Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla, the Rockstar Energy Pilot. Roman, say hi to the people, and say hi to Ryan Tuerck. Truly a family affair here, talking about E-Town and the Nat Boys as they built this Coliseum, and it all began many moons ago. Thanks to this gentleman right here. He rips around his all-new Nismo Parts NOS Energy Drink Z. He's on GT Radial tires, this trusty steed. He is Chris the Force Forsberg. Another three-time champion in the chamber. Another OG, been around since day one, 2004. We've seen this gentleman grow up before our eyes. The OG in the Gretty, Maddie's, Kenda Tire, Toyota GR86. It is Kenshiro Gushi. Moving right along, this young man, super talented, only 14 years old, and absolutely stoked. He's got his dad with him, Shinji. Happy birthday to Shinji, celebrating 50 years to Mr. Minowa. But here he is ready to throw down. Only 14 years old, in Juku Racing, GT Radial, Jerry Yang Racing. Make some noise for our hero, Minowa! And last but definitely not least, he's ripping in that field suspension, pedal commander, GT Radial S15, Enos oil in the veins. It is Odie Boxchis. There are your 16 drivers. Thank you to the VIPs. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to Race Treads. Wow, Race Treads changed, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of tires. That whole crew, amazing. Again, thank you to the young men and women dedicating their lives to the United States Air Force as we are getting set. Again, my name's Jared Deane. Myself and Jacob Gettens will be your tour guide. Englishtown Raceway Park, the United States Air Force opening ceremony, Pro Down, Bro Down, going on tomorrow here at E-Town, and the E-Town Gambler is going down next weekend. So joining me here in the booth, again, the United States Air Force opening ceremony, Technical Sergeant Skirkowitz. Did I say that correctly?
You did, yes, sir.
Oh, so I'm sorry. I mean, look at that. That's a lengthy name. So I apologize. I want to make sure I got that right. And thank you for your service. How long have you been in the United States Air Force?
I have been. It'll be 11 years next month.
Wow. All right. And what's your role now in the United States Air Force?
So right now I am the current local recruiter for this area surrounding mostly East Brunswick. So I'm tasked with getting the next generation of Air Force airmen and guardians into the Air Force and Space Force.
All right. I mean, that's a lot of depth swears down there. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. Have you met a lot of those individuals down there and kind of guided them?
So I've met everybody that's down there. All those DEP members belong to myself and everybody else in the flight, so I've met all of them, and 6 of them were mine personally.
Very cool. Well, again, I appreciate that. It's really cool, and obviously Space Force as well, which obviously that introduction. Why'd you join the Air Force?
Well, I mean, I joined the Air Force. I went to college for a semester, dropped out, wasn't doing well, got put on academic probation, working retail, just was not happy, didn't feel like I was reaching my potential, and I needed a shake-up. I needed to do something different. A buddy of mine from back home joined, wanted me to go with him. I didn't for personal reasons, pulled the trigger down the road, and greatest decision I ever made.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you. What are some of the, I always like to say, what are some of the unique positions that you've heard other Air Force men and women that have partaken in the Air Force? Like, just there's always like these unique roles because everything's about planes and stuff like that, and I always like to ask the recruiters, any unique jobs or any positions that you can think of?
So tons of them. I mean, there's opportunities to be a recruiter like I'm doing right now. There's opportunities to be an instructor down at basic military training, in the schoolhouses, military training leaders, kind of help to mentor and mold and get these folks into what we want them to be or what we need them to be as airmen and guardians in the Air Force and Space Force. There's other opportunities that are specific to career fields like details to protect the president, shred outs and different, I mean, I can go on all day.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff that you can do. Talk to your local recruiter and, we'll figure out what your interests are and we can help you get to where you want to go.
Are you a Drift fan now?
I am now.
All right. Who's going to win today?
Oh, Brandon Sorensen.
All right.
All day long.
That was kind of a silly question. I knew that. But, I mean, so what do you drive?
So I have a 2012 Audi A4 S-Line, and then I bought a Hyundai Commuter because I live way south of my office, so I bought something just to get the gas mileage.
Yeah, seeing Amanda win last night, that's got it. The Air Force is absolutely pumped, right?
Oh, that was unbelievable. Congratulations to her. A great run. Shame that, you know, she couldn't get top of the podium, but to be the first female, I mean, that is huge for the sport, huge for everybody in the drift community, so great seeing that.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Technical Sergeant Skirkowitz.
Yes, sir.
Skirkowitz.
Yes,
You said you give me the Polish pronunciation, but I'll probably butcher that. But
yeah, no
again,
worries.
regardless, thank you again for your service and everything you do currently and moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, there it is, the United States Air Force opening ceremonies. Don't go anywhere. Top 16 is upon us. The Type S, the Gauntlet. That's right, presented by AutoZone here at the Crazy 8 track. That is the one, the only E-Town. That's right. What a beautiful day here in New Jersey. The Garden State is about to be the Smoky State because this is round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship as we make our way over what I call the Crazy 8, the Figure 8 track. Holy cow!
Everything felt awesome.
Whoa, buddy. They banked doors, they banked back wheels. What the heck was that? Unbelievable. Adam LC, James Deane, RTR. An RTR vehicle will win. Adam LC with the nasty backwards entry. Adam LC gets the win. We'll see you online and we'll see you another time. Send it from the Gymnasium. All right, well, we've seen all the weather. So we saw some wind, we saw some heat, we saw some wet. Only thing we're missing is snow. So, and now. Yeah.
If we can not, that'd be great.
Let's do that, Canada. All right, the Type S, the Gauntlet presented by AutoZone. We are live around the globe on MAV TV. We got a packed house, man. I'm Jared Deane. Joining me up in the booth is the teal toque, the blue beanie, whatever country you represent. But regardless, he wears a hat in 95-degree weather. So I call him crazy is what I call him. But you can call him Jacob Gettens. Jacob joining me up here once again. What a 32. What an unbelievable event. Again, pro spec, Amanda Sorensen making history, the first ever female last night. Osoli, 3 years drifting, right? TLO from Canada, your fellow Canadian, bribing us with maple syrup yesterday. But here we are, you know, we got some Canadian, we have such an international affair. And right out of the gate, we're going to kick things off with Aasbo and Shanahan. We have all three, dude. The list goes on and on.
I know. The way this bracket is playing out, it is going to be like top 4 final battles all the way through. This is absolutely nuts. So here's just a taste of what Shanahan is capable of. You can see absolute perfection all the way through. And then Frederick Aasbo, who basically set the bar for what it is to have 100-point runs, to be robotic, and both of them going head-to-head. I'm just going to get ready for it one more time now.
Right. Yeah. And again, we are seeing again the round of 32, earlier, which whittles down to 16, and that's what we're about to go into for those fans that are tuning in like, what are they doing? What's going on? So again, Odi Boxchis taking out Federico Sharifo. Ryan Tuerck was a little close there with Kazuya. You could place your bets. You can go to nxtbets.com and go to FD. So literally you can't. Whoa. Okay. That is the wildest outfit I've seen. Yo!
And you complain that this hat's hot. I cannot imagine.
Yeah, that's next round. In St. Louis, we're going to see that on your head.
It might happen.
Yeah. I don't even know what the character is. Oh, hey now. Hey, it's a family show. We got him out here cranking those breezes, getting silly. Yeah, Damien, calm down. Damien, calm down. All right, so here's our current standings. James Deane leads the pack, and notably, Simon Olsen was out 32. He did go to the burnout box, called comp timeout, so he does get points, but obviously it'll affect him getting. He popped his motor. Odie Boxchis sits in third. He's in it. Aasbo, look at Brandon Sorensen. He's currently in fifth.
Yeah. I mean, this is one event win away from making that jump. The points race is so tight. Looking at 6, 7, and 8, I mean, 0 points between 6 and 7, 14 between 8. It's still anybody's game. The top 10 here is very, very tight. We've still got rounds to go, but not many. So every single battle is going to count for any of these drivers to move up through the ranks.
You know, and it's not like a new guard. It's not a wave. I mean, I would just relate it to any motorsport or action sport. You know, skateboarding, you have this kind of old guard. You know, you get your Bones Brigade, you get your Pal Peralta, you get this. You know, you get this new generation, new people in. With drifting here, I feel like now the new generation, they're drifting against the people they idolize,
right?
And that's what's really, really cool, right? I mean, James Deane talked about he knew Shanahan when he was a baby, like literally a baby. So if you want more information, if you're just new to Formula Drift, or if you're an old fan of it, download the app. It's powered by Tuerck. It's got so much cool information as well as content. It's got tickets, it's got info, it's got analytics. So download the app as my man's cheering on the pods. Let's go, San Diego. Are you really a Padres fan, or you just like brown and yellow? Are you really from San Diego? Are you really from San Diego? Okay, all right, he's okay. He pleads the fifth.
I believe him.
Okay, he pleads the fifth. Taking a look at this overall course, this was once a drag strip. You could see the white concrete down the middle, and then the outside was paved by the Nat boys. Walk us through the track here, Jacob.
Yeah, so they're going to come out from underneath where we are and fly down the track, and you see that first red zone. That is a spot where they can slow down. They're going to initiate, get the car sideways, and then they follow those arrows around. They're allowed to slow down once again as we go through our second outside zone. They swing 180 degrees around, transition back out, back through the smoke that they just put down. They got one more spot to slow down before they shoot out towards the wall, try and keep all the wheels on track, cross the line.
And you know what's going to be really interesting here is when the lights come on, sun sets, Type S lights come on, the house lights come on, the smoke gets intensified, the thickness of it, right? The density, so it gets harder to see through, as well as temps on the track. Temps dropping, it's going to get grippier, the cars react different, and the D-cell lights that are on the front windshield of the vehicles are going to come into play. We utilized them a lot last night in Pro Spec. How is this an aid? How is this a tool, and how are they being read by the judges?
So if the car is just moving faster, it is going to go green. If the car is slowing down, it is going to be red. If the car is staying the same speed, it'll be at the neutral state in the middle, that yellow mark. It's basically the easiest way to explain it.
You know, and here's some driver's notes. I also, and notably, I'm just going to take this one right off the bat. 2 tires off is an incomplete. If you go off course, because the car gets so disrupted, right? If you're in the lead and you get 2 tires off, the car goes side, it gets a little wonky, and it impedes that chase car. But walk us through the other notes. Also talk about the decel, like how that's utilized by the judges and why that's so important.
Yep, so the judges want you to initiate no later than the number 1 mark. We'll point those out during the broadcast. Tires dropping off for the lead driver in outside zone 1 is some more severe this year because they've indicated, hey, the car slows down. We'll see that in the decel lights. So those are huge. The judges want very snappy, quick initiations. If it makes your hair stand on end, that's what they're looking for.
All right, that guy came with straight hair earlier today. Now it's curly. That's why he's hyped. He's got the flow going. But the decel lights, they're going to be utilized because if a car, you know, comes off throttle and checks up, just like you said, going off in outer zone 1, that disrupts that lead car. Chase car can't go anywhere. If you haven't seen this, get ready. You might want to wear a hat because it's going to blow your lid, just like Jacob, right?
Absolutely.
Where's that beanie in 98-degree weather? Great band. Again, shout out Nick Lachey. Type S, the gauntlet presented by AutoZone. It's about to get hot. The sun is setting. The lights are coming on. Don't go anywhere, as we are super excited to see what goes down. And all right, when we come back, we will see our first battle of our top 16. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
you choose. It starts here.
Max Gear is a high-performance synthetic gear oil designed to provide maximum protection to heavily loaded gear. Slippery synthetic molecules and center look additive package not only reduce wear, they virtually eliminate both gear and bearing wear. We run 1,000 horsepower through our transmission and differential all season long and never have a problem. Eliminate a variable. Drift with Royal Purple Max Gear. Pour purple, Royal Purple. You can find Max Gear at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
モータースポーツで得た高度な技術を全てのレイズホイール一本に込める魂は永遠に変わらないビヨンド・ザ・レボリューション The concept is racing.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack.
They're absolutely shredded now.
That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from Podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
NGK, the leader in high ignitability spark plugs, is proud to announce the launch of its Mod Performance Ignition Coils. Designed and built for performance, Mod Coils feature custom primary and secondary windings to increase output and performance. Mod Coils provide maximum levels of
Hello everyone and welcome back to New Jersey where we are kicking off the top 16. Next to me, this man, Ken Gushi, who has had a challenging couple of rounds starting from Orlando. Ken, how do you reset and attack this New Jersey track?
Yeah, we were coming off fresh off of a crash from Orlando, and it's just been challenging trying to get my mindset to reset, going into a wall that has going into a track that has another wall here at New Jersey. So, you know, my team has been doing a fantastic job optimizing our new turbo setup, just trying to get the car right for these smaller tracks. But here we are in the top 16, and we're battling Hero Minowa, who I've known since he was born. I mean, actually, I've been driving 6 years before he was even born. I'm great friends with his dad, so it should be a very exciting battle.
Absolutely, and Hero is right here. We'll see him do battle coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Lorette Nickel. Connor Shanahan, a champion across the pond, is here. He wants to make his presence felt. I talked to him at the halftime. He has all his Irish fans with the wigs. Saw a gentleman over there. He's like, I want my shout out, you know, and I'm doing a terrible Irish accent. But look at this, Ireland versus Norway. And I know they're watching at the Riverside, in Riverside, California, at the Sire. Shout out to Isaiah Dienda. Turned it on there at the local bar. And they got it in local bars in Norway. They got it in Ireland, across the United States. So let's party. Connor Shanahan, our most recent winner, going against three-time champion Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo, on average about 1,000 horsepower. Again, that BMW E36 initiating into that first outside zone, dragging the bumper on initiation. Both are filling the outside zone. Look at that. Frederick Aasbo really applying the pressure. He knows who he's going against, and he'd love to take him down. And Connor Shanahan said, I'm gonna win. That's what he said at halftime when I spoke to him, and he is feeling really confident. Again, coming off his most recent victory at our previous round of Orlando. But Aasbo says, look, put some respect on it. A three-time champ, gained some applause from the judges and us here in the booth. What a way to start top 16.
Woo! Better than I could have. What a way to start. Connor Shanahan already showing the dominance. Now, Frederick Aasbo in the chase could have been a little bit deeper through the first outside zone. Second outside zone, all Connor Shanahan. And look at Frederick Aasbo just flirting with the left foot brake as he's able to keep the car in the pocket the entire time. So smooth, so precise from both these drivers. Now, right through there, the little Norwegian shove as they go through outside zone 3.
Is it Norwegian shove with like a hammer or horns or a skull?
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Yeah, big skull. Just incredible run from both of them right off the bat, and very, very precise. And this new aggression that we get here from the Norwegian driver is just great.
Yeah, the Norwegian nudge.
The Norwegian nudge.
There it is. Yeah, I'll give credit where credit is due. Brian Egger just shouted that one out. All right, so, and you talked about it in 32, how how meticulous Connor Shanahan is, and he's like 3 transitions. Hold my beer, right? Because again, Shanahan, you know, over the sea they have 7 or 8 transitions, but so I mean, I'll tell you, Frederick Aasbo is a weapon. Here we go, that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra on the Nittos, and Shanahan drops into formation. We're on that second outside zone. There goes Frederick Aasbo. Shanahan digging that tire into the door, but that's what I like about Shanahan. Did he dig it in? Because he just goes right there in the pocket. Holy cow! I mean, let's go. Let's leave.
Oh man.
Let's leave.
Is this the finals?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Finals already?
Oh, I mean, wow.
Yeah, both of them absolutely pumped. 2 legends in their own right already. Look at this huge initiation from Frederick Aasbo. He started it last week, and Shanahan just able to hang with him the entire time. Goes super deep in outside zone 2 while keeping proximity. Starts to move up a little bit. Starts to push Norwegian Hammer around with tire marks on the door. Like, this is everything.
Oh, yeah.
Drifting right off the bat.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. That is so good. I mean, it's absolute. I'm flabbergasted.
Oh, it's so
I mean,
good.
it's not good for us to be speechless, but
yeah,
that's what we get paid for. Yeah. But overall, I mean, pick your jaw off the ground, dude.
I was giggling like a schoolgirl. I had to turn the mic off. Great.
Here we go. Right. This is where we are splitting hairs.
Yeah, it looks like Frederick Aasbo had a bit more proximity there through the first outside zone, second outside zone, very evenly matched. I'm flipping back and forth. I can't see a difference in the runs. Come through the inside clip, both of them pretty much spot on. And through our last outside zone, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, this is. I mean, I know which way I'm leaning.
Yeah, I think I got an idea too.
Yeah,
I know the fans want, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's wow. Where are my Aasbo fans at? Make some noise. Where are my Shanahan fans at? Make some noise. Where are my fans that want to see it go one more time? Yeah,
a few of those.
Yeah, got a few of those. We got signs out there. Look at the fans. It's a packed house. It's going to be a beautiful evening. And it's gonna get bonkers here. I tell you what, again, the Knapp family, call them the Knapp boys. And there's the Irish flag waving right next to the Norwegian flag. Look at that. Look at that's tandem. Yeah. They're in tandem while they're in tandem. The fans of all ages. Shanahan comes over, and it was a last-minute decision for him to come over and compete in Formula Drift.
Yeah, I mean, I got the phone call at like 7 p.m. on a Sunday night that said, "Hey, hang on to everything. Connor Shanahan's coming in."
You're talking about format because we debuted the new, basically the seating bracket, and with Shanahan re-entering the picture, it added to the numbers, so mathematically it changed things up.
Changed everything. I mean, not even just with that, it changed up my entire thought on the season and how this is all going to play out, and so many questions. And we're seeing, I mean, anybody who's like, okay, well, let's see how the champion from the other series does. I mean, he's showing why he's a champion, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know, first, I've met him many moons ago, but meeting him in a different format, you know, it's great to see him here. So slide him left or slide him right and slide him right in the middle, and that's exactly what I thought. I mean, I mean, that was like Oppenheimer, dude. That was like a bomb going on.
Yeah,
like that was a way to start. I mean, what a way to start. Ooh. What?
Here for it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I anticipated. That's exactly what I anticipated. It was. We got the East Coast West Coast battle. Adam originally from Connecticut, now living in Florida. Jeff Jones, SoCal, till he dies. So Adam LZ's got that breezy on the hood, and after this event's over, we're gonna crank some breezies over there at Sneaky Pete's. That's right. Jeff Jones, he's a comedian as well. He's
great dancer.
I didn't know he was part of the Audubon Society. Talking about hawks and whatnot. So that was pretty sick. So excited to see what Adam LZ. He won here last year. Different car, Mustang. The RTR camp. Now he stepped back from RTR. Now he's campaigning his very own car. His BMW E36. He's comfortable in it. He's looking good. He knows his track. He competes in the Gambler, and here we go. Oh boy, Adam LZ goes in that first outside zone. Can't even see Jeff Jones. Buried in that smoke. Now going to that second big 180-degree outside zone 2. And now let's see how this transition goes into outside zone 3. Jeff Jones just pierces that smoke, comes up a little bit short as Adam LZ digs deep into outside zone 3. That's a wrap on run 1 of this battle. It's always amazing to me, like I said, that how they come through, that's muscle memory.
Yeah, you can't see anything. It is all just based on timing. Adam LZ doing what he did to win last year, which is an amazing initiation to almost shake the driver off behind you. Jeff Jones does a good job to anticipate his spotters in his ear. Now Jeff could have been a little bit deeper through that second outside zone. Through the inside clip, everything looks good. Now as they transition out to the third outside zone, same thing. Jeff could have been a little bit closer, but look at how long Adam LZ is initiating for. And smooth. It is one fluid movement all the way through. That's textbook to what the judges are looking for. And yeah, Jeff Jones doing everything he can basically to keep up, but Adam very smooth out front, super committed to all the turns, and Jeff's doing a good job in the chase.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's tough. Yeah.
He was right there, I gotta say, until that last outside zone 3.
Yeah.
But he still did, like I say, pierce through that smoke, and how he did that was really impressive. Just a little bit short. So Jeff Jones, he's feeling the flow right now. He's got that big drift energy, like it says on his roof. Here we go, Jeff Jones, that Evil Auto Works from Redlands, California. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're going to take a look at that. Looked like Adam LZ checked up, maybe a little too aggressive, had to back off as Jeff Jones. Now in that second outside zone, Adam LZ massages it to the side of that Nissan 370Z of Jeff Jones. Now transition, how they manage this smoke here in outside zone 3. That angle doesn't show you exactly where Adam LZ's at, but right there at the end, you saw him right in that outside zone 3. Let's get that aerial view, the truth serum as we like to call it, the drone pilots, Aaron Jesse and Justin Smash up in the sky.
Yeah, so Adam tries to anticipate what Jeff is going to do and gets on the throttle maybe a little bit sooner than Jeff does. Now, he does make the correction to get back in the pocket. It is going to be a mistake. The judges aren't going to look at that, but he is able to salvage the rest of the run and looks pretty good doing it. Jeff Jones doing a good job through that second outside zone, just tapping that inside clip, and then through the third outside zone, I would have liked to see Jeff a bit deeper. He does get both wheels into that box, but not until later in the run. But yeah, Adam LZ very close to impeding the initiation of Jeff Jones there. Just wrangles it in time though, but in doing so, misses a large portion of that first outside zone. So
it was impressive how he did get back to the side of him going into outside zone 2.
Yeah.
He did collect a little bit of energy, and it seemed like he could surge forward and get to the side of him. That was slick, but all right, again, we don't call it, we just call the action.
It's very difficult when you make a mistake like that to try and collect yourself and then not make it look super obvious and do something crazy, drive straight. So Adam does do a good job to continue to use momentum and angle to get back into the battle, but in doing so, he did miss a very large portion of the first outside.
Look at this crowd out here, man. Hey, E-Town, stomp your feet. Let the world know. One of the best crowds. Stomp your feet on these bleachers. Let them hear you. Get that echo going across the globe. We got a little 2-1. This is the whiteboard judges over here. The whiteboards are coming out in droves this season. Here we go. Slide him left for Adam LZ, right for Jeff Jones. This guy might be right. Oh, yeah, you're wrong. But Adam LZ does get the victory, but it was unanimous. All right, congratulations, Adam LZ. Hey, judges, why don't you guys throw your headset on there if get some insight there from one of the judges. We got Vernon from the NED from the Netherlands, and then we got Reese Marin, and we got Brian Eggert. Going to you, Vernon, it was unanimous. Adam LZ.
Yeah, it was really tight. Adam had a near perfect lead run, and Jeff had some small wobbles, and I think that was what made it.
So do those small wobbles then just supersede kind of the initiation? That was the big part that I noticed, Adam missing a large portion of the first outside zone.
Yeah, but if you look at lead to lead, I think Jeff could be a little bit deeper in all the zones. He was hitting it in the middle, which isn't perfect, isn't bad either, but I think Adam did a better job in that.
Okay, so it is just Jeff having more mistakes, maybe smaller, is superseding the larger mistake of Adam LZ.
Yeah, you got it.
Perfect. Cool.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, moving on. 14 years old against Ken Gushi. Says he's been drifting 6 years prior to Minowa being born. He's known him since he was a baby. That's the case of, like, again, James Deane and Shanahan. Here we are, Minowa and Gushi. Happy birthday to Minowa's dad. And here we go. Regardless, let's blow out those candles with the back end of some Toyotas. Here we go. That is almost identical. Minowa leads out front in Juku Racing at GT Radial 86. Now coming in again at Jerry Yang, and then got the Creddy 86 out back into that second outside zone. Minowa is leading. Oh, we got the tire fire. Hopefully it extinguishes. Again, a lot of tire particulates underneath the vehicle, and the vapor, poof, just combust that thing out back. So Minowa and Gushi, looks like it just extinguished itself, so looks like we're all right, but pretty straightforward battle. Anything stand out to you, Jacob?
Yeah, Minowa is using every single inch of the track all the way through this run. Look at that, right on the edge of the first outside zone. Now we get into the second outside zone. A little bit of a left foot brake to get the back end of the car around him. Look at that. He's got his right rear tire on the edge of it the entire way through the second outside zone. Ken Gushi in the chase doing a good job, but does have a bobble here through that third outside zone where Minowa once again just painting the line with the right rear tire. It's crazy.
That overhead view is just such, we call it the truth, it's just such an indicator. It's a tell sign of what's going on here. And you're right, look at Minowa. Like boom, like glue, I mean Velcro, whatever analogy you want to use, he is stuck to it, man.
I don't understand how he has such good vehicle spatial awareness this early. It doesn't make sense that he knows exactly where that wheel is. And he gave,
simulator.
Yeah.
But that's not physical.
I know, it's crazy. And he gave Ken Gushi every opportunity to tuck into the pocket, and Ken was just a little bit hesitant. And that might be what it is that takes Ken out here. But Ken, OG, he knows what to do.
Absolutely, the Jedi and the Padawan, right? Here we go, Ken Gushi out front, tip to tail, and they go in sideways. Oh, Minowa had a very aggressive initiation. You saw he kind of backed off. These guys have done battle in Japan before, but Minowa wants to take him out here. He has the proximity. He's not mimicking the angle. You can see how aggressive Minowa is. Maybe he's being too aggressive against, putting some respect on it and saying like, hey, Gushi, I know, but I mean, great proximity, just not dropping back and getting that angle.
Yeah, it almost seemed like a little bit of inexperience. You know you've got such a massive advantage here. Why throw it like that? I mean, that was sick. Don't get me wrong. It's basically a backy, but that's not what we're looking for here. It's cool, but that's not what we're looking for. Ken Gushi, very stable though. Second outside zone of Minowa right here, just being far too aggressive, not diving in when he should be. And I don't know if it's a little bit of just anger or something going on. But it does. He still has a lot to learn. He's a phenomenal driver, but he might have let his emotions get the best of him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love, for Lorette, just go ahead, go ask him right now.
Yeah.
Like what happened there? Because, he might be on the sim, and I'm sure he practices chases. But you talk about spatial awareness, but that's a no-brainer right there for me. A great lead run for Minowa, but in the chase, you got to do both with the same prowess. And unfortunately, Minowa too aggressive, had the proximity, knocks his nose off, and what a crazy event already kicking off here in our Royal Purple Top 16. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll continue the party. How we doing out there? E-Town, make some noise! We'll be right back.
In drifting, everything's a mental game.
Perfect.
If you're not focused, you're off your game.
Ryan Tuerck is back at it. He wants it.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Launch sequence engaged. We are go. We have liftoff.
Extreme Performance Racing, battle tested in Formula Drift for the last 4 years. XPR contains center-look additive technology, ultimate Z DDP wear protection, and superior high-temp performance. Pour Purple, Royal Purple, the synthetic expert.
Drifting is not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood. it's a fine line that you have to walk. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be able to drive on your instinct.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do this without them.
All right, let's go back and revisit Connor Shanahan and Frederick Aasbo. Shanahan has the upper hand as he won last round. And now going to next round, seeding, you're locked and loaded, the top 24, how they finish. There you go, the Irish Republic. I'm assuming you're Irish, or did you just buy that at the store coming in? Okay, all right, they're Irish.
They look Irish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sunburn. Put on
Exactly.
sunburn, still thanks.
Exactly.
But reapply the Irish glow. All right, so here we go. Connor Shanahan, Frederick Aasbo. Shanahan called him the Shadows, gave him the nickname, and he just because he is just shadowing that lead car wherever they go. So let's see, Shanahan out front. The Red Bull Garagistic BMW. Aasbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra. Coming out of the gate, swinging. There goes Shanahan. Once again, right there into that outside zone. Aasbo, see that transition there. He finds the pocket, a little shallow, but then you can see him now navigating, massaging the car to the side of that BMW now, past that inside clip. Aasbo backing off just so swiftly. Ooh, and it backs off way too much, shuts it down. Freddie, the three-time champion, shuts it down on that last outside zone. Got too aggressive.
Just too much sauce, man.
Oh, man, burnt the meatloaf. Ma, meatloaf, what you doing back there? Oh, no.
All right, let's see. So, Shanahan, very similar initiation to before, fills all of the first outside zone. Aasbo doing everything, mirroring, and now a little bit shallow for the second outside zone, just like attacking. Just very much attacking Connor Shanahan through this section. He's being very smooth. Oh, what a transition, though. And then right there, that was it. He just dove in at the wrong time, and I don't know if there's a mechanical. I haven't heard of anything like that, but yeah, it just seems to have dove in at the incorrect time, but this transition is sick. Oh, I love it.
Almost caught the nose. Almost caught that nose.
Yeah.
That Supra beak. You know, that's got him in trouble before.
Yeah,
if you remember Field and Aasbo, Long Beach.
Just the tiniest
beak.
of boops. That's it.
Boop the snoot. All right. Frederick Aasbo really needs to step it up here, but he knows he has Shanahan. Like I said, the shadow. Early adopted, I was born, and he says, so here we go. Frederick Aasbo, the Rockstar Toyota GR Supra Nitto tires into that first outside zone. Shanahan, the transitions, man, it just happens, and he just goes right there to the side. And look, he's gonna grind that door like a die grinder. Now transition once again. Again, not as close, but look at this. Oh my, what? Oh, it's identical. Compare the leads.
Alrighty then.
Wow.
Just when you thought it was
Look at these guys both throw their hands up like, what did we just do?
But
what? WTF, right?
When you're pushing this hard, when you're chasing perfection run after run, something has to give. It just happens they both gave at the exact same spot.
Oh my gosh, that is almost comical. It is comical, I'm just gonna say it. That was hilarious. I mean, we just saw that mint first battle, and then now both of them messed up on the identical spot.
All right, let's see.
Lead versus lead.
Frederick Aasbo does a really good job to the first outside zone. Now as we transition out, second outside zone, Aasbo got one wheel in, now he gets two wheels in, starts to push in a little bit deeper, and you can see Shanahan just ever so slightly kissing his tire against his door. and then right here goes wheel on wheel, and that's it. Very similar, both them aggressive in transition, both them diving in almost at the wrong spot, and just same outcome, just in 2 different ways.
And I gotta think that now you default to lead versus lead. We're gonna see a side-by-side. So Shannon, it's about the lead because, again, chases, they both blew it at the same spot. Now lead, where you place your car, your rate to angle on your transition, meaning the expedience of getting that car countered. Watch, so Connor on the left, watch him transition, boom. Freddie transitions as well. Who did, I mean, we're splitting hairs once again. I mean, this is millimeters.
I see one zone where Connor looked better. I see another zone
where Freddie looked better.
And then the last zone.
Connor's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
These guys.
I love this. I love it.
Yeah, what a battle. What are they saying to each other?
Right now, I mean, I'm not even going to do an Irish accent, but it's probably like, I can't believe we just did that. Like, what did you do? What'd you do? I know what I mean. You're going around, and I tried to go after you, but I was pushing really hard, and I don't know what happened. Oh, man.
Here we go. Slide him left or slide him right. We got it one more time. One more time. So I think we're going to run through all of the other battles, and there'll be the last battle. They're just going to go, come on, are you not entertained? Yeah, what are you doing, Connor? Oh my gosh. Lorette, I mean, I know Gushi's moving on, but is he watching these battles right now? This is insane.
So we were just down here watching on our phone and watching everything. Ken, I mean, what is your takeaway from that battle?
Well, I mean, I guess at this point I can be either a judge or a commentator because I was trying to nitpick every single part of that run, and it just seems like they're both just making the silliest mistakes. I mean, top-notch runs, don't get me wrong, but yeah, just that outer zone 3 is getting to both of them.
Yeah, man. And where's your confidence? Because you said you had a little bit of trauma stemming from Orlando coming into New Jersey with the wall. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I was in a little bit of a dark area coming into this round, but my confidence definitely has been improving run by run. We just witnessed a few more issues during that battle with Minowa, so we're going to try to address those issues going into the top 8. But so far, I'm feeling great. You know, it's been a while since I've been in the top 8, so yeah, we'll try to get it done.
The confidence and the energy coming up in the pits, Jared.
Thank you so much, Lorette. And yeah, Ken, I like throw a little shade right there. He says I could be a judge or a commentator because scrutinizing. And I mean, look at this. Boxchis currently 3rd in points, going against Ryan Tuerck. And Ryan Tuerck earlier took out Kazuya Taguchi. Odie comes out swinging, no cones hit, no restart. We got a clean start here. Boxchis comes in. Ryan Tuerck sets it in. Look at that. That approach, he delayed, but then it put it in the pocket, but then he has to back off. So here he is just squirming his way through that second outside zone. Boxchis, look at those white wheels showcasing how minimal mistakes, if any at all. Now going that 3rd and final outside zone. Ryan Tuerck goes in and then has to back out. So, you know, maybe the temperature's dropping, the cars are gripping up, the tires are losing traction, but it's just all this combination of, you know, what's the car doing? The dynamicism of the vehicle and getting that side by and getting that forward push.
Yeah, Tuerck he pushes really hard, but he just ever so slightly. He was able to reclaim everything again, though. Boxchis out to that second outside zone. Both wheels planted firmly in there. We do see some corrections to the front wheels, but that's just to keep it inside the zone. And now Tuerck here through this last outside zone does straighten up just a touch to try and keep the proximity in it, but I mean, Odie looked good. He looked stable, and Tuerck just looked hungry and aggressive. And what I'm expecting now is Tuerck to do the same thing in the lead. I'm expecting a big push from Tuerck out front, and we'll see if Odie's able to respond.
Absolutely. You know, Tuerck wants to do it, you know, in front of his East Coast fans.
There's a little pressure there.
Yeah, of course. Like you said, had his wife, had his son down there at the driver introduction, and now going to introduce Boxchis to the side of his Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. And there you go into that first outside zone. Boxchis, he falls back, so kind of mimicking what Ryan did. But Ryan, look at that thing, that wheel just bouncing around. You can see him there. Boxchis grinding the door. Now that final outside zone, let's see how they manage. Ryan Tuerck, that angle shows you low. And need that overhead on that outside zone 3.
Yeah,
and see where Odie was. It looked like Tuerck was riding on the outside edge, but Odie might have been a little shallow. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, wow, Odie very close at initiation there, but Tuerck does a good job to the first outside zone. as they transition off, Odie is in very deep on the inside, Tuerck very deep on the outside. Little bit of a touch there. Tuerck able to get things going, and now Odie almost pushing him wider so he doesn't take 2 wheels to the inside flip. And then through this section here, very reminiscent of the previous run. So a mistake there from Odie Boxchis, but yeah, there's a few spots here where it's just overly aggressive. I mean, we talked about the track being a little bit colder. It means it does get a little bit grippier, so the cars have a tendency to dart forward a little bit more. So these are things that the teams are aware of at this level. With these, especially on both of these teams, they know how to make these adjustments. But there's going to be a lot more adjustments being made after this run. That's for sure.
See right there, grinding. Yeah, the Rain-X, Toyota GR Corolla, the Rockstar Energy Pilot. You can see that battle wound on that back door of this hot hatchback, making the jump, running the same motor that Frederick Aasbo's in that Toyota Supra. So anybody thinking that, oh, that's cute, it's a little hatchback. It's got 1,000 horsepower. Slide him left for Odie Boxchis, or right for Ryan Tuerck. There's 1 vote, 2 votes. Looks like Odie Boxchis gets the win. Odie Boxchis gets the win and advances on. Down to the judges. If Reese, somebody could throw on the headset and elaborate there. Odie Boxchis over Ryan Tuerck. The justification there, sir.
Yeah, well, when it came to the battle here, it just really came down to the lead run was just better executed by Odie Boxchis. Definitely filled out the outside zone there. You can see here, like Tuerck does a good job coming in here, goes into outside zone 2, and then as you start getting a little bit out, you start seeing there's a little bit of wavering coming on, and then we're going to go into outside zone 3. You're going to see he's going to pull out of the outside zone 3 a little bit, and right there you see he comes out a little bit earlier. If we were to go back and see Odie's run, you can see he fills out outside zone 1, does a good job in outside zone 2, and completes outside zone 3 correctly, and that's why he got the win.
Thank you, Reese Marin, one of our 3 judges. Robin Ishida, I know, watching from Japan. He'll rejoin us in St. Louis. Royal Purple Top 16 continues. James Deane, RCP. And this will be yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm recounting where we're at because we keep going back to Connor Aasbo for we have again our first battle one more time, second battle another one more time. So they're going to go for the 3rd time. Hopefully we get a victor. But James Deane currently leads the points. RCP, he's in the hunt as well. For a championship. And figure he's occupied as well. I talked about what was it? Steering pump or water pump was going on. Water pump, what it was. Wow, James Deane saw some sparks there, flying underneath now, going in that first outside zone. The 3-time champ leads RCP. The Garage Isaac BMW. What a great transition! Oh, and RCP shuts it down. RCP has issues going to that second outside zone. James Deane continues on into that last outside zone. RCP tries to salvage a run, but that's going to be an incomplete for him in that chase position. What a bummer for RCP. James Deane has got to be smiling a little bit.
Yeah, so the big thing I'm looking for here is James Deane decelling in the correct area. First outside zone looks great for both of them. Second outside zone, I mean, it does look like James Deane is still on the throttle there at that point. Might have to go check a few more, but just Rome very, very aggressive in the chase, but you have to be. The only way you're going to be able to take out James Deane is if you are aggressive. And that is what Rome's trying to do here. You can see just how dynamic these Mustangs are, how they're moving around on track. But yeah, it looks like Rome came in hot. And maybe the overhead again would clarify exactly where that slowdown is. But I think we run the next battle, see what happens. If we need to come back to this, we'll check it out at that point.
Absolutely. And James, seems like he's really figured out that Ford Mustang, getting the victory in Long Beach after just such a tumultuous leading up to it, catching fire, the rain coming down and getting the win. But RCP is looking really great in this new build of his, handing the keys. Looked like a little tire drop on that back left there for Rome Charpentier. Now transitioning into, you can see that second outside zone. Looks like James Deane's playing a little safe here, given that maybe RCP's got a little bit of a tickle in his throat, and he's got a cough there, running not 100%, so you want to save the car, also save the opportunity, because with that, what I would call a Demon incomplete, you can see Rome pulling up there next to James, probably giving his flowers.
Yeah, so Rome, goes super, super deep. They're almost 2 wheels off in the first outside zone. And then James Deane here in the chase. One of the things I really like that he's starting to do a bit more in the chase is not necessarily scrubbing angle to get proximity, but trying to mirror that angle all the way through. And that is something the judges are really looking for. Proximity is great, but they do want you to match the angle. They want the cars to basically look parallel going through the run. So, yeah, James Deane, I mean, he is willing to adapt. We've written rules for James Deane. He still gets around them.
Yeah, all right, well, there it is. James Deane gets the win. The 3-time champ advances on. We're officially halfway through a Royal Purple Top 16, but don't go anywhere. A short break, and I believe we're going to go back to Shanahan and Frederick Aasbo. Don't go anywhere. We are here at E-Town in New Jersey for round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship.
I'm Ryan Tuerck, and I'm super proud to announce Rain-X's all-new wiper blade design, the Tuerck SUV Heavy Duty Series.
Whoa, whoa, cut! Ryan, it's the truck and SUV blade. It says it right there.
These new blades are specifically designed for truck and SUV windshields. They're tougher and built for rugged weather. Like I said, the all-new Rain-X truck and SUV blade, engineered not to be turked in tough conditions and built for your truck or SUV. Get a pair today, only at AutoZone. I mean, I still like the idea of a Tuerck and SUV blade.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences, and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Ready to rise? To the challenge? Above obstacles. Yes! Above perceptions.
Ruttiger, implement the pass on the top lane.
Above it all.
Let's go!
If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Look at that Nitto tire just rip.
Been holding power you make for 30 years. But here's the real question. How much torque are you making? Because every single ACT clutch is rated by the torque produced at the crank. That's all your clutch cares about. Your power, your performance, your success. Unrivaled precision, power, and durability. Visit advancedclutch.com today. 30 years of precision engineering and performance excellence. Because every revolution starts at the crank.
And we are back here at Old Bridge Township Raceway Park. You can simply call it E-Town. That's right, the Nat Boys. You can see this was a drag strip at one time, and drag strip, they shut that down. And as we are advancing on, throw down to our field reporter, Lorette Nickel, who's with the Ryan Tuerck.
Ryan, I know that was a game of inches. What are your thoughts on that call?
I mean, it is what it is. I got to watch both runs to really have a judgment call. But, you know, Odie's been on point this whole season, and I knew he was going to be tough. We had a little bit of an issue with the engine overheating and pulling power when the safety stuff hit on our lead lap. So that didn't help us, but I was hoping we could get it one more time and get away with it. But until next time.
Okay, your teammate going against the Irishman, any predictions?
Oh, unbelievable. I haven't seen anything, but just hearing from feedback on the radio, it's just they're going toe-to-toe. So obviously I'm pulling for my teammate, Freddie. Let's go, baby.
Well said, well said. You know, you got a part, and you know, Rome RCP, he's got to be cheering on, you know, since he got knocked out, he's going to be cheering on Connor Shanahan, and they got to get that car up to snuff. Here we go, Connor Shanahan. This is our second one more time battle, the third battle between Shanahan, two champions going against each other, again, from across the pond. You got Norway against Ireland. Look at that, Freddie not leaving anything to chance, not leaving the judges' hands, as Connor Shanahan, garageistic BMW, that lasted final. This is where they had the issues before. Not right now. Freddie says, nope, not today, not again. Wow.
They're just getting better, too. Like, they're getting...
Like fine wine.
More dialed in. I mean, this is Oh, man, this is going to be a problem. So, Connor Shanahan, big initiation. Once again, Frederick Aasbo mirrors the angle, gets almost as deep as Connor Shanahan does. Now as we get to the second outside zone, now you see, look at that. Absolutely perfect in the chase there. The slightest little tap, which is, I mean, that's cool by me. And as we get into our last outside zone where they had the problems before, no issues now. Like, man. Connor Shanahan has to be, they both have to be perfect once again in this run. That's all there is to it at this point.
Yep, yeah, this needs to be flawless. I mean, I'm telling you, we might just rip through all the other battles. We're going to go back to them as the last battle.
Getting close.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you don't leave the judge's hands. You know, Frederick Aasbo currently sits 4th in points. Connor Shanahan sits 11th. He did miss a round. He missed Atlanta. Here we go. In that first outside zone goes Frederick Aasbo. Shanahan, watch the transition. Boom, right there, right to the side. Bonkers. Absolutely insane. He just almost touched tip to tail and didn't rip off a bumper. And there we go, transitioning once again. Oh boy, Shanahan, gonna need to see that overhead. He does have that proximity, but did he mimic the angle? We're gonna need to see that overhead first. I mean, this is crazy. That transition was, you're like, ooh, like that was so sick.
Yeah, so Shanahan actually gives a little bit of rope there, and then right here through that transition, there was nothing. There was no space between them as he comes through. Now, the only note I have here for Shanahan, I mean, he's got all the proximity in the world, but isn't matching the angle that Frederick Aasbo did in the same way that Aasbo was when he was in the chase. That's the only difference that I see it. He does have arguably more proximity, but he doesn't quite have the same level of angle. But look at this. So good.
Is he saying, you got this? Is he saying, you got this? Make some noise for him. Shanahan and Freddie. Yeah, I mean, this is a finals battle. Make some noise for him, New Jersey, and across the globe, across the pond, across the world. Shanahan and Aasbo.
So taking a look at the leads, both of them super deep for that first section. Aasbo might have had a bit more proximity. Now, as we get into the second outside zone, leads look almost identical. The only difference is there's like maybe a little bit less angle here or there. And then, yeah, Shanahan maybe wasn't as deep to
Shanahan's chase, and from that angle, that's what I suspected. But Shanahan just outside of that third outside zone. I mean, this is one for the books, man. I mean, this is one of the best Formula Drift runs and battles we have seen in the history of Formula Drift. What are we thinking, guys? We thinking Connor Shanahan? Are we thinking Frederick Aasbo? Or should we go one more time?
Connor's like, I don't know about that.
Shanahan's ready to fight. Shaking it down like his fellow Irishman, Conor McGregor. Here we go, slide him left or slide him right. Frederick Aasbo gets the win. What a battle. And the judges, down to you guys. If we could show that second run again. I'm assuming Brian will walk us through it here. Freddie, that's a battle of the ages right there. Down to you, Eggert. Again, chiming in there, one of our judges.
I mean, that was like the finals right there. I mean, watching it right here, Shanahan comes in really good with him, matching up pretty good on hours and one. When they get here, does an amazing transition into here, but you can see he's got a little bit less angle to keep that proximity. And again, he does the same thing kind of when they come into outer zone 3. When we watch the head-to-head, you could really see the difference between him and Aasbo and Chase. And I just felt that Aasbo did a slightly better job at matching proximity and angle at the same time versus what Shanahan did. Not taking anything away from it, still an amazing lead in Chase, but just edged him out finally after the third time.
That was unbelievable. I think I saw on that transition, Reese, his face was in his hands. He's still watching it, but just like, what is going on? That was unreal.
This is, yeah.
What's that? We're not going to say that. All right, well, I mean, did we peak in 16? I don't know.
Like, shark, man, we jumped the shark.
Here we go. You know what? Forsberg and Hurst say? Nope, watch this. Hold my NOS. Boom! Chris Forsberg initiates that all-new Nissan Z, the Nissan Nismo NOS energy drink vehicle on GT Radio. This is the home track. So, and look at Jonathan Hurst, the Mr. Cool Cadillac. Great angle from Chris the Force Forsberg, three-time champ. Goes past an inside clip. Jonathan Hurst takes it out. You want to nudge it at minimum. And there we go. Just past an inside at the outside zone 3. Wow. Wow, still just still buzzing off that battle between Aasbo and Shanahan.
All the adrenaline I can take, man. I'm here for it. Look at that. Chris Forsberg, big initiation there, and Jonathan Hurst could have been a little bit closer, a little bit deeper through that zone. As we start to push through this section, you can see that Jonathan Hurst is trying. He wants to get in there a little bit deeper, but doesn't want to attack too aggressively. And then through our third outside zone, Hurst transitions a bit early, and it causes him to take the inside line through that section. But Chris Forsberg does everything he needs to do out in the lead. Fills all the zones, good angle, good rate to angle. Everything looks nice and snappy. Hurst could have cleaned it up a little bit in the chase, but Hurst out in the lead, I mean, he's thrown down some heaters before.
Yeah, Hurst, he had to get here via the bracket battles.
Yep.
And the way he was driving the other night was really, really good. Coming off a grid life, fun events. He's having a lot of fun. He's smiling all the way. He's having a blast. And Forsberg, he said he leveled up. He made some changes. We'll see if those changes work out for him here at his home track. And there we go, Jonathan Hurst initiating in that first outside zone. I believe he didn't get all the way out there. Car rips up, and there goes Chris Forsberg. You can see him. He is getting the proximity, maybe giving himself a little bit of room because, whoa, there we go into the smoke. It looks like Jonathan Hurst does place it. Again, Forsberg's got that proximity, but not exactly mimicking the angle. But, I think he was kind of tiptoeing. He was kind of cautious going in that chase position.
Well, I mean, Jonathan Hurst is going to throw down a really, really fast run. It is what he is known for, big, aggressive, and quick as anybody out on the grid. But yeah, he does not fill out that full first outside zone, and it takes him a little bit to sink into the second outside zone, where Chris Forsberg leaves about a car width between the two, and then here starts to pull in to try and get that proximity a little bit closer. Forsberg doesn't really fill all of the third outside zone in the chase. Hurst does in that case, but I do think there are a couple errors on either side. Both drivers do need to clean things up just a bit.
All right, slide him left, slide him right, and it looks like Chris Forsberg gets the win, knocking out Jonathan Hurst and that Mr. Cool Cadillac. Good effort by him, but Jonathan just didn't go exactly where he went. It's 1R. It's 1R. That's a different Jared. But we both win. Everybody gets the win.
It's like scratch offs. What's behind those? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we get? There we go.
Is there something behind it?
Yeah. There we go. C'est le Aasbo. How do you say?
I didn't catch it.
Okay. It was French. It's French.
See if I can't see it from here.
Yeah. C'est le Bibou.
Bibou.
Bibou. Yeah. That's not cuss words, is it?
That's a great question.
You don't know French? All right. Here we go. Well, here we go. Brandon Sorensen, Taylor Hull. Keep this party going as we are 2 more battles left in our Royal Purple Top 16. Brandon Sorensen, he was in his sister's ear, meaning he is the spotter, the eye in the sky. And high flying Sorensen going against full pull Taylor Hull. Talked with him and his lovely wife earlier, and he says, I need to figure out how not to suck. And I was like, what, dude? Again, but Sorensen, I expect some big moves from him. A lot of confidence in the Sorensen camp right now. Here we go, Brandon Sorensen out front, that United States Air Force BMW, big initiation from him. Didn't go as deep as I anticipated, allowing that comp camps Corvette. Oh, and Brandon, again, this is, for the move. So here we go, Brandon Sorensen in that Air Force BMW, allowing Taylor Hull to have great proximity. I don't think Taylor Hull's fully reaping the awards or rewarding, himself on that. Yeah, not the prettiest. Both these guys could definitely tighten it up. Let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, not as smooth from Brandon there. I mean, he's been a little bit, just smoother in general. Right there, kind of herky-jerky as they try to get into the second outside zone. Now, Taylor does do a good job here. We would like to see him either right on his door or mirroring that angle. He's not doing either, really. Brandon does clean things up through the second half of the second outside zone and the third zone, but first outside zone, it just looked a little weird, and then took a bit to light off the tires there going into the second.
And I say all these things just candidly, but Taylor Hull, a great dude, love his energy. He's got the cowboy hat. It's the whole feel, the Dale Earnhardt homage livery. Brandon Sorensen, a young talent. I know they have it in him. That's where it's like, go. Drive your expectation. Fill that cup. Let's go. Put on a show. Taylor Hull, full pull, comp cams, Corvette, initiates into that first outside zone. Looks like he does fill it. Brandon Sorensen, he's in tow and has the proximity. Now you can see him trying to dig that wheel into his door, mimicking it. And there you go. Looks like he throws it sideways, does mimic that angle very well, has to back off. Now in that transition, now in that final outside zone, A lot more refined from both the drivers in lead and chase, Hull and Sorensen. Let's take a look at it again here, Jacob.
Yeah, it definitely looked a little cleaner. Maybe some nerves are gone, but Taylor Hall does initiate quite early, and then Brandon Sorensen doesn't quite get to where he needs to go at that section. I will say that it looks like Taylor Hall does fill the second outside zone maybe a little bit better, a little bit earlier, but Brandon Sorensen is keeping the angle. He's matching. He's basically putting his front wheel at the rear wheel of Taylor Hall through that section, and then through the third outside zone, both drivers look good. So it is going to come down to the mistakes made through the first outside zone and bits of this second outside zone.
Look at that race face there.
Yeah, I had a chance to chat with him as well, and I mean, we were talking, he's like, I know I can drive hard against Brandon Sorensen, and
boom, he got it done out front. So Taylor Hull, full pole, gets it done, and he goes on into the Great Eights. All right, throw it down to you, Lorette. Ask him, did you get a slice of pizza, Lorette, from Sally's? Did you get a slice?
I'll ask him later. He was doing his due diligence and watching the battle between Connor and Freddie. You know that you're going to be facing Freddie. What do you think you have to do to advance?
Well, you know, Aasbo just went out there and just did 2 back-to-back near perfect runs. I'm really thankful that I get to lead first, because if I had to chase first, it would have had to been like a 199 out of 100 chase run. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm honestly a little bummed. I really wanted to battle Shanahan, but Aasbo is going to be fun too.
Thank you so much, Adam. And LZ has the most laps put in on this track.
All right, yeah, with Adam, you know, he's had events here. He drives in the Gambler, but Matt Field, Dylan Hughes, this should be a good one. Our final battle of our top 16, and this is going to be a doozy. These guys ride dirt bikes. They go on boats. These guys, I mean, a lot of the drivers do a lot of ancillary stuff, but I know Matt Field and Ripper went out to Miami and raced the boat. Dylan Hughes, he's riding dirt bikes. He's jumping around. These guys having a lot of fun off the track, and of course they're gonna have fun on the track. So we're gonna be seeing Matt Field lead. He's in that Borla exhaust. Heatwave Racing, the Heatwave visuals, the sunglasses feeling. I know you're rocking them there. Jacob, I got some too, not right now, but I definitely rock them. And then Lean Customs. Shout out to Lean Customs. Here we go. Chasing down Dylan Hughes, that Permatex BMW. Ooh, aggressive initiation, backs that thing in. You can hear the beeps like a dump truck into that second outside zone. And look at that. This great composer, good posture there from Matt Field. And you can see Dylan the Dozer Hughes again pierces that smoke into that final outside zone. Wow, great battle there. Great battle. Just really clean, sterile. You know, it was great unit of measure watching Aasbo and Shanahan out of the gate, because, you know, it's what we can anticipate.
Yeah, love this initiation from Matt Field, just how snappy it is, how he gets the car out and just holds it there through our second outside zone. Dylan behind does a great job mirroring pretty much everything. Not super consistent through it. He does have to make some corrections to get to where he needs to be, but Matt Field doing a phenomenal job through all the zones in the lead. I mean, he's filling everything. He's getting into the zone exactly when he needs to. Transitions look good. Just a couple little wobbles here and there from Dylan Hughes.
We'd like to see him grind on the door, but if you can close without smashing into him, I think that's kudos. That shows composure. That shows, just obviously driving prowess. So you don't necessarily need to bang doors in order to show that you're right there. It's always cool to just rip surge and just get right there in that pocket, and you don't necessarily have to grind on the door.
Yeah, you don't want to use them as we talk about using them as a moving clipping point, but you don't want to bounce off them, right?
Yep, exactly. I mean, even our one and only inside front clip, we would ideally like you not to hit it. It's a reference, and it's always cool when they glance it and it just do basically it's the bumper eating the bumper.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Dylan Hughes out front, the dozer through that start chicane. Matt Field, look at him diving in on the inside, straight line approach for Matt Field. Here goes. Oh boy, what was that? Matt Field, sparks everywhere. Looks like he lost. Something came off. I believe a wheel came off. That's going to be look at the wheel. Dylan's about to run into it. Wow, there it is.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, gutted. What the heck happened? It looked like the lugs just sheared off. Oh, man.
Yeah, we have seen this before. I mean, Jonathan Hurst last year in Utah, similar situation, just throws a bunch of angle, it digs in and shears off some lugs. Wow.
It was, straight line approach. He initiated, the car just jumped, and Yeah, that was.
Looks like he's okay. That's going to shake you pretty bad, though.
Yeah, I mean, when it stops just that abruptly, it goes straight to brake rotor. And poor Matt, this is the second part of this run. Make some noise for him, Matt Field.
Glad he's
glad he's okay. Car, just.
Golly gee willikers.
Oh, dude, you feel for him. He's a real, watch this, championship contender.
I like how he stays on the inside like this, though. It's a really, really smart move. But right here, is there any contact, anything? Nope.
No.
Nothing. Just so much shear force on that wheel.
Ooh.
Like so much side bite in the car that it's snapping those studs off. Wow.
All right, wreckers or checkers, and watch this.
I love that initiation, though. It's so smart.
He was on it.
Yeah,
he was on it.
But by staying inside, you can see when they initiate, do it at the same time, and then and be in the pocket. Oh man, I'm actually shocked no one else has tried that. I mean, I'd be taking notes for sure right now, going, that's a good way to do that.
What?
Just the way he's able to stay closer to the wall.
Yeah.
So that way, when Dylan initiates, he can be slightly behind him and do it. See what I mean?
Yeah, no, I noticed that out of the gate. I was like, wow, he is really on the wall.
Oh man.
Wow.
If that would have held up, man, that would have been crazy. It's risky, but it looks great.
Again, glad he's okay. Let's make it official. Dylan Hughes gets the win and advances on, rounding out and forging our Tuerck Motorsport Grade 8. Tuerck Drift 2, the official drifting game of Formula Drift. And that's the last battle of our Royal Purple Top 16. Jesus, take the wheel. Wrong wheel. Wrong wheel. But Matt Field, got a feel for him and his team. They work hard. And look at that. Aasbo versus LZ. Ken Gushi versus Boxchis. James Deane versus Christopher Forsberg. I mean, you have 9 championships between 3 of those drivers up there. Taylor Hull versus Dylan Hughes. When you come back, don't go anywhere. I'm telling you, we're coming right back here at round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship.
Is this it?
This is it!
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or Monster Jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
The passion here is very different than I've seen any other school. You guys set them up very, very well to succeed and to win in a big-time way.
The fact there's a school you can go to for racing is just a little bit insane, but it's very cool because it gives kids like me the opportunity to chase that dream.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
If this is your idea of ladylike, you're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
So the next step was to get this thing on a proper ECU, especially with all the technology that Link has to offer.
Which should give us full communication and full control over all the sensors.
But so far, being able to log in and review every lap has been a huge plus.
To have Link pull through and step up for us and just help us out to be able to all pull it together.
That's all he needs. Simple, cheap, easy, works, good ECU, weatherproof.
It's got enough IOs too, like we're doing tons of stuff. Oil, fuel pressure, boost control.
All those features I have thanks to the Link ECU.
welcome to Orlando Speed World.
How could you not love to see cars ripping around a track?
You know Ken Block never signed boobs?
Keep it goofy.
Yeah. This is a page in the history book that we will never forget.
Let's send it! SPF 100 for this guy. Look how pale this guy is.
Ginger, man.
Yeah, this guy. You said it. I didn't say it.
We're at Formula Drift Orlando. Drove 1,200 miles from Massachusetts to see Formula Drift here.
How could you not love to see cars ripping around a track? Smoking out the whole place. Good time.
What's going on here with this hat? Are you big fisherman?
No, I'm just goofy.
You are goofy.
Thank you.
Yeah. And big Taguchi fan.
Yes, I'm a big 8.6 guy.
Okay. Oh, you got Minowa shirt on, dude. What, new fan?
Yeah, new fan.
Yeah?
I like him.
Minowa. There it is. That's what we're talking about.
Look at these guys. These maniacs came from Quebec. You guys are a little more, Canada. It's like, woo! You're like, ah! You know Ken Block never signed boobs?
I don't care.
I know. What up, man? Jared, nice to meet you. Dude, calm down, okay? Just relax.
These guys. Awesome.
It's an all-Irish final. Shanahan versus Deane. Woo! This place is going to get erupting. The question is, which bar are we going to?
It's honestly a little bit emotional for me. I used to say when I was a kid watching James and FD, if I ever go there, I want to share my first final with him. So I'm looking forward. I'm going to enjoy this, to be honest. America, I'm here, baby.
Orlando! Let's send it! The finals are here in Orlando. Which Irish driver is going to get the win? James Deane initiates, big into the bank, big angle from him, an all-out show. James Deane in the crease, right there, the Nitto tire, and Shanahan on the door of James the Machine Deane. Shanahan continues on, and donuts and celebration. Shanahan, the FD rookie, comes out on top. This is a page in the history book that we will never forget.
This is the box that everybody wants, but there could be only one, and it was a Connor Shanahan. Dude, good vibes in Orlando. The best Orlando event we've ever had. Let's party, dude. We all won. We sent it here in Orlando. Let's send it! Welcome back. We are live across the world, both online and on MAV TV. Thanks for tuning in. Tyson, Stephanie, Deane family. I know in Riverside, California, they're watching at the Sire, my local haunt. So a nephew. I'm sure you got a lot of family watching, Jacob, and all the drivers' family that couldn't make it here.
Oh yeah, wife and kids and out home. So I get another week away, but I'll be home eventually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, bring it on home. We'll see if Adam LZ could go back-to-back. He won here last year. He has the most laps on this place. But Frederick Aasbo, he is coming off a heater. You got to think, is he tired or is he just juiced up? And he's like, I'm invincible, baby. I'm King Kong. Let's go.
It's actually a great question. Like, how's the car doing? They talked, talked about some overheating issues. Like, is there any of that going on? I mean, it's a lot of abuse. You've basically done the rest of the bracket before you've even left top
Wolverine's 16. Here, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Well, the Wolverine, look at this guy. Okay. All right, relax. Put your claws away. All right. Well, here we go. Adam LZ, the Drift HQ, BMW, got the breezy on the roof. It's a coconut alcohol.
I haven't tried one yet.
Yeah.
Might tonight.
Yeah, let's get down. Let's get weird. All right. Well, as we are seeing Frederick Aasbo coming off the back-to-back battles, Freddie in that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra. Like Adam said, want to go against Shanahan, but you're going to have to get through Frederick Aasbo here. Initiating in that first outside zone. Here goes Adam LZ into that first outside zone. Good transition there. Looks like Freddie backing off just a little bit there. And you see a little left foot brake into that front inside clip. And now transitioning into that last outside zone. Adam LZ drops in. Freddie a little late to that last outside zone. Kind of surprised by that. All right, yeah, there's little hesitation there on Freddie's side of the car.
Yeah, and So Adam's initiation here doesn't go quite as deep as I was expecting it through that first outside zone. Kind of leaves the zone a bit early. Now through the second one, does a great job and gets in there, gets to angle really quick, makes a few adjustments, but Freddie not as deep as Adam is through that section. Now they come to the inside clip, and then as they transition out, Adam does a good job to fill all of it. And Freddie, this is kind of what we were talking about. Maybe he doesn't have the same proximity, but is mirroring the angle perfectly.
What is that glowing?
I am not sure what to say.
It says something.
There's words there.
Can't read it.
Camera guys.
Too bright.
Maybe I'm concerned about what.
Yeah, I think it has. It might. Yeah.
We may not want to know.
May not want. This is a kids show. Okay? Yeah. It's a family show. Kids of all ages. All right, Frederick Aasbo will now lead. Adam LZ will chase him down. Let's see. Seen a brake light from Adam LZ. See that?
Saw that.
Yeah, that was
interesting.
That's very interesting. All right, you can see the Excel diesel lights really standing out. Those Type S lights on the windshield here. Now into that second outside zone. Look at there, Adam LZ. He's not backing down. He is right there, shadowing Frederick Aasbo. Adam LZ, like I said, he is capable of winning here, and he did last year at E-Town. Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the brake light on start? It was like he was dragging.
I mean, it is possible he was brake boosting, where you put a little bit of brake in it to load the engine up. I doubt it, but it's possible. So, Frederick Aasbo, great jump through that first outside zone. Now, Adam gets very aggressive through the rest of the track here. Looks really good to the second one, and he's got the proximity, he's got the depth in that, and Frederick Aasbo doing a good job through the rest of that zone. We flip back here to the beginning so you can see what the initiation's like from the drone view. You can kind of get a bit more of a comparison to the line. I mean, this really does show you who's filling out the zone and who's not. And you can see there, like Frederick Aasbo gets all of the second outside zone. Through the inside clip, things look good. Transition looks great. And Adam just not quite as close to the third outside zone. So each one of them's got a few things that they need to clean up there, but overall good run from both of them.
Yeah, just interesting. I was expecting and anticipating a more aggressive battle there, just coming off that counter, because we know Adam is capable of it, and I think they're both being a little timid.
Yeah, I think so. And it looks like Aasbo did have a better first outside zone. Adam gets into the second outside zone a little bit sooner. The chase here looks pretty comparable, maybe a couple notes here or there. So we transition through, get into our third outside zone. They're pretty close, but Adam's a little bit further back. That's about it. I mean, just a few small notes. It's tough now because we've watched perfection over and over again, but you start to see these very, very small mistakes, and they're not even really mistakes. It's just not a full opportunity. You're not utilizing every single part of the track.
Right. All right, we're still waiting for the verdict. Judge is still conversing pretty heavily here. But here we go. Slide him left or slide him right. Right for Frederick Aasbo. One more time, and one more time. They're going at it again. So again, Brian Eggert siding with Frederick Aasbo, but Vernon and Reese siding the way of one more time. Dude, Frederick's like, seriously? Again?
Tires.
Just, I guarantee they got enough Nittos. They'll whittle some for him if need be. Nitto Tire will figure it out. We're up here. We're up in the booth. All right. Throw it down to Lorette Nickel with, how's Matt Field feeling, Lorette?
Well, first and foremost, Matt is not hurt. He's okay. Matt, can you give us an update on what you think happened?
Unfortunately, we know exactly what happened. Broken wheel studs, which is kind of ridiculous because when we were at the GT Radial factory doing ride-alongs and doing the factory visit and everything, right after Atlanta, I broke some wheel studs. But that was like, all right, Matt, you're done. You left them in. You didn't change them this year. You have a whole season on it. I was done. This, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure. We need to go back to the drawing board a little bit because they're a brand new set of wheel studs, have one race on it. So I think we know what we need to do, but it's never been a problem before. But that's probably just goes to show you how much insane grip these tires make and how much power these cars have now. They're pulling the front tires off the ground, and that's not a normal thing for a normal car to do, especially with these studs that we're using here. So back to the drawing board. Hats off to the team. They honestly did an amazing job. And I will argue this to my death. I think that we had one of the best cars all weekend, no doubt about it. And I owe that to the boys. They got me there, and all I had to do was keep my foot down. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Lorette. Thank you, Matt. And talking about studs, there's some up here in the booth. There's some down there on the track. All right, here we go. Odie Boxchis, that field suspension S15. Ken Gushi passed that inside clip, says we can. Oh, boy. Oh, one goes that way, one goes that way. Oh, little wonky there. Again, Gushi came up short. Odie went into the dirt. Let's take a look at that again here. Mr. Gens.
Yeah, all right, Odie, good initiation. It does it really, really early on, sets the car to angle, and Gushi not quite prepared for it, taking the inside line through the majority of this run, and you can see a little bit of left foot braking there from Odie Boxchis. You see that smoke coming out from the front tire. So he's doing that just to hold the car back and keeping it in the zone, but Gushi really playing on the inside of it, and oh man, Odie pushing really hard, almost went too wide.
Yeah, and again, Gushi, I expect him to really exhaust his vehicle here and spend it, because just like I said, he came up short on definitely on last outside zone. So expect a dynamic run here from Ken Gushi out front. Gretty Madi's Toyota GR86. A cone was hit right there towards the end. So that'll be a restart. And
I think you got a couple cones.
Yeah, a couple cones. So 3 strikes and you're out. So that will be 1 strike against Ken Gushi. So as he, again, hit, if you jump the light before it extinguishes, that is a strike. Or if you hit a cone, that is a strike. So 3 strikes and you're out. That's just 1. So I'm sure he will.
Not multiple cones, but still 1 strike, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he is just burning through tires. I mean, 3 one more times against Shanahan. Another 1 more time now, getting prepped and ready for a battle against Adam LZ.
Yeah, Aasbo's
got those looks.
Yeah, Aasbo's got more laps on this track than anybody today, that's for sure.
Yeah, the Rockstar Energy flag. Thank you to Rockstar Energy, the official energy drink of Formula Drift. Toyota Gazoo Racing. All right, looks like we are ready to go. Back on the line, and lights extinguished, and we are good to go. And no cones hit. Comes out in that 2J86, initiates. Something flew off the car right there into that first outside zone. Hits it and quits it, doesn't let it hang out. Now in that second outside zone, you can see, looks like he might be fighting the car a little bit. You can see the left foot brake. Odie Boxchis gets into the side of him, now into that inside clip, into the final outside zone, and ran across the line. All right, so fender, bumper, look at this thing. And
yeah, Odie got real aggressive there. I mean, he was obviously chasing as hard as he could, throwing bumpers away, and I mean, looks like a headlight maybe.
Yeah, that's Odie's headlight shield.
Yeah, it's a yard sale here for the Boxchis camp. So Ken, like, the initiation was interesting. I like to see the fade when he's right in the middle of the track when he does it. So he has to take more of a triangle approach in and out. He's not able to get the sweep around with it. Now Ken here just barely keeping both wheels through the outside zone number 2. And then through the transition, he starts to go a little bit deeper. And Odie, I mean, almost pushing past him in spots there. So Ken's it just wasn't all, cleared up. It wasn't all perfect, but showing like a villain.
Hey, thanks for coming out. Chilling like a villain. That's right, like Bob Dylan on penicillin. Thank you guys. Thank you to the fans for joining us out here. What a crowd, man. What a crowd.
Oh, it's packed.
It is absolutely packed. So thank you. Tri-state area. Got fans, from Maryland, from New York, from obviously New Jersey. So, and got fans from all across the globe. So tuning in. There's Freddie, signature Bandit helmet. Rocking that since day 1. All right, here we go. Sliding left for Odie Boxchis, so right for Ken Gushi. And yeah, just unfortunately, Ken Gushi had too many mistakes. Odie Boxchis, he had some mistakes, I'll tell you that. And again, he's got to get prepped because he's going against either Frederick Aasbo or Adam LZ. And and Odie Boxchis, he's currently sitting 3rd in points. He'd love to advance on. So here's how we are sitting. Here's how we currently sitting in our Great 8s. Odie's in the Final 4. When we come back, we'll continue here in the Great 8 at Englishtown Raceway Park, aka E-Town, for round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. The sun's setting, lights are coming on.
Is there an argument about whether pumice or walnut shell is the best abrasive in your hand cleaner? Not anymore. Fast Orange Premium brings the two abrasives together in one great heavy-duty hand cleaner that includes advanced skin protection. It's our best hand cleaner ever, and that's why we simply named it Premium. Fast Orange. We know a few things about cleaning hands.
Welcome to the streets of Long Beach. Look at that. It is a beautiful day here in Southern California. K&N is back for another year as the official air filter of Formula Drift. James Deane. Oh my gosh. I'm just flabbergasted by James Deane. There goes Ben Hobson. Big! Woo! Uses all the course. Performance Mustang RTR. Vonnegut Jr. just riding the edge. Absolutely. RTR's been some busy camp over there.
The final touch to my dream build is a Sony Mobile ES system. Time to cruise with Sony Mobile ES.
On race day, when you want to show everyone out there who's the best.
Here we go, Frederick Aasbo.
You really need to be focused. I tell myself, I got this. I'm the best there is.
The star is Frederick Aasbo. Welcome back to E-Town. This is Type S The Gauntlet presented by AutoZone. We kicked things off on Friday with our battle brackets. We had 32 earlier today, and now here we are in the Great 8. It's bracket style, battling all the way down to find out who will win round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. One driver is already in it, and that is Odi Boxchis. Who's going to join them? We'll find out. The likes of Adam LZ, Frederick Aasbo, talking about James Deane, Christopher Forsberg, and we're talking, who could come out? We'll see. I'm Jared Deane. Joining me here is a Canadian. He's wearing the teal toque. That's a signature look. Or the blue beanie, depending on what country you're from. But Jacob Gettin's here by my side. We're calling the action, so thank you so much for joining us once again. Celebrating 21 years of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. This might be your first time seeing us, so thank you for joining us here. It might be your 100th time. Regardless, we're here to put on a show, and it has been one heck of a show up until this point. But here we are going one more time. The judges, it went 2-1, but again, majority rules. So one more time for Frederick Aasbo and Adam LZ. Adam LZ piloting his BMW E36, Drift HQ, Breezy, and on the other side of the lane, you got Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer from Norway, that Rockstar Industry Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires. Adam LZ, looks like Frederick Aasbo initiates almost the identical same time. That might hurt him, but no, he gets back. You can see him transition, let Adam transition right in front of him, and then he regains that position in that second outside zone. Now they're going to approach that inside clip. Boom, Adam LZ bumps it out of the way with that front left headlight. And now in that last and final outside zone, Frederick Aasbo with good proximity tucking into the smoke.
Yeah, Adam getting more aggressive, throwing more angle, just taking more risks in general as they come through this track. So he's realized to take out Frederick Aasbo, he's got to try some new things. You can see it there. Big angle in, gets on the throttle at the perfect time to push all the way through that zone. Now Frederick Aasbo not quite as deep as Adam LZ, using all the track. We see a couple corrections, see that brake light flashing on, indicating that he's trying to left foot brake or keep the car under control. As we come to the last outside zone, Frederick Aasbo does a phenomenal job in the chase, but look at this. Right there, we talked about how Matt Field could he use that inside technique on initiation, and we see Frederick Aasbo utilize it on the very next run. And Adam LZ, he's as you said, he's put down so many runs here. He knows how to do it.
Yep.
What's interesting is seeing him attack the track differently. Throw more angle on transition, throw more angle on initiation. You're not going to be able to outrun Frederick Aasbo.
Yeah.
But you might be able to outstyle him.
Okay. Yeah, and again, that goes back to, you know, the robot mechanics of Frederick Aasbo, but, you know, you never know. Yeah, I mean, now he's got the clean air. He said, Jacob, he might have heard you. All right, outstyle, you want to see some style? Oh, and Adam LZ, he throws it in aggressively. He took that map field line, tuck it on the inside, and then drops into formation. And look at, there we go, Adam LZ, he's going to grind. He's going to try to bang the door of the 3-time champ. And again, Adam LZ passed that inside clip of Frederick Aasbo. He's putting the car in the right places, a little left foot brake there. Both those guys tapping the brakes into that last outside zone. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking, Jacob? What stood out?
I love seeing that both chase drivers, when they're swapping around, but both drivers in the chase are filling the entire zone behind it. Like, look at that. Adam and Freddie are both filling the zones, and that's what we want to see. Now, Adam could have been slightly deeper, but he is taking some out just to get that proximity there. But he's got the door on the side of that Rockstar Energy Supra. Look at this. You can see Adam almost fighting with the wheel a little bit, trying to both get grip into the car to get the forward bite, but take grip out of the car so you don't slam into him. Like, there's so many inputs going on. It's absolutely wild.
Just wanted to pivot right on center axis.
Yeah.
You know, mimic the angle, but then get the car to come back. And yeah, what a shot here. What a great shot. All right. The fans have spoken online. They're saying that these battles are better than Orlando, man. Yeah, they're saying 78% are saying, yep, we like this right now. E-Town's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think both of their lead runs are great, so it's probably going to come down to more of the chase side of things, where Frederick Aasbo does miss a big section of the outside zone too, and then through here, Adam is super deep, and Freddie's not quite as deep. First outside zone looked pretty even. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can spot there.
Yeah, and, you know, just to think, you know, this has got to be a confidence booster for Adam LZ. You know, he won here last year in a Ford Mustang, so he's very capable. So slide him left for Adam, right for Frederick Aasbo, and Adam LZ gets the win. LZ gets the win. He's got Grant Anderson cheering him on. He's got TJ Hunt cheering him on. He's got Jimmy Oakes in the building. They're all cheering him on. He's got Chris Kane cheering him on with some Sally's Pizza. He got Jeremy Bay cheering him on. Let's see. Again, we got a packed house here, man. And again, people are messaging me. Jabebe, he says, hey, how's things?
Nice.
Yeah, Adam Jabebe of the Grid Life Camp. And we got so many people tuning in, watching here on a hot Saturday. And again, just keeping it cool. All right. Oh, there's Cody Buchanan having a good time, him and his team.
Yeah. All the prospect drivers sticking around, watching, you know, dreaming. One day I'm going to be out there. One day I'll be
look at these
battling
kids. Yeah, baby. This guy throwing the horns behind his helmet. That's not a real friend. What are you doing?
Oh, he's viewing. Love it. Yeah, I know. I got an 11-year-old. I know what's up. Oh.
All right. Well, the Tuerck Motorsport Grade 8. James, look at 6 championships between these two drivers. James the Machine Deane currently leading the championship. Chris Forsberg, this is his track. Again, he linked up the Knapp family, the Knapp boys that run this facility with Ryan Sage, the president of FD, and former president Jim Lau, and the co-founders there, put it together, built this thing, and I think it's awesome. So really cool. But Chris Forsberg cut his teeth here. 6 championships, 3 aside. James the Machine Deane, Chris the Force Forsberg. Let's see another battle of the ages. Let's make more history. I'll tell you what. James Deane, Chris Forsberg. James Deane will lead. Forsberg giving chase. James Deane in that first outside zone, gets all the way out there, tucks in as Chris Forsberg. Let's see if he can get that bite and get right in that pocket. And he does. He gets all the way out there. You can see very similar to how Adam LZ was navigating Frederick Aasbo. You saw that angle. You saw him get in the pocket. Transitioning, a little fire, a little backfire underneath the vehicle into that last outside zone. James is deep. Chris just couldn't get it all the way out there. A good effort by both drivers.
Yeah, I think the RTR camp has dialed in something special here. Wait till you see how dynamic this RTR is, how it's bouncing around, how it's lifting wheels. Matt Field talked about these cars almost wheeling. You can see it here with the RTR as he just digs in, filling all those zones. And now Chris Forsberg doing a great job. I mean, when you've got a lead like that in front of you, it's easy to be able to put it on the door, but it is not super easy to be able to fight through all the smoke that the Nitto tires are putting down at this point. This is absolutely crazy. So Chris Forsberg there on the initiation, because he took that inside line, he's not able to fill that first outside zone, but James Deane, I mean, he's putting it down. He's laying down these incredible runs. So the only mistake I saw was Chris Forsberg on initiation, just not able to do it. Maybe a touch there, might come into play later, may not.
Yep,
Yeah.
we'll see. Again, James, a lot of confidence after winning the first round in Long Beach. Again, James leading the pack. Chris Forsberg currently 12th in the standings. Chris Forsberg now in front. The Nissan Nismo NOS Energy all-new Z on those GT radial tires. Transitions through. James Deane cuts through the smoke on the transition into that second outside zone. You can see James Deane you can see him just kind of lunging forward. Now transitioning, let's see how they handle this. And boom, right there into that final outside zone. James even a little deeper than Chris Forsberg, so I know Forsberg made some changes to his vehicle and his setup. I don't know if that was the magic special sauce that he needed. Let's take a look once again at the replay.
All right, Chris Forsberg again. I mean, he's got a lot of grip dialed into this car, and you can see it. So he gets on the initiation, gets on throttle, but it does not get super deep to that first outside zone. Now James gets the proximity, and now he starts to sink back into that zone. He's really pushing things. He's trying to push the fight. You can see it there, those little dives to make sure that he's got the proximity, but he's not actually getting the car far enough back. Chris Forsberg does leave the third outside zone, maybe a touch too early, but James Deane in the chase does have some spots where you can see just how aggressive he is. And here's the thing, with these RTRs, they are smooth when they're always on throttle. When they come off throttle, they've got a lot of dynamic toe, and you can see a lot of it. I mean, literally those rear wheels are moving in and out as the car is on and off throttle, and it's a handful.
Yep, all right, well, guess what? Somebody else is gonna have to deal with that handful because James Deane advances on. Chris Forsberg knocked out. So we have 3 drivers in the final 4, 1 more to be decided, and that is Brandon Sorensen or Dylan Hughes. But Lorette is with the very happy Adam LZ.
A very happy Adam LZ indeed, and just taking out a Titan. It feels like you are really coming into your own here.
I love this track. I made a mistake in my lead where I hit that stupid inner clip. So I was like, all right, I got to just do the best chase that I humanly can. So I took every risk, and it paid off. Yeah.
Well, we are going to see him do battle. And again, Adam LZ has the most laps here in his career compared to Orlando, where he lives in Florida.
That stupid inside clip. Yeah. that's good. Yep. Again, sometimes you get different Adams. You get kind of cool, composed Adam. Right now, he's like a kid, man. He's having a lot of fun. You just made that observation. You gotta point it out. Dylan Hughes versus Taylor Hall. All right, so
should be.
All right.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah, I think you got it.
I filled my bracket wrong.
Yeah,
right.
You got it wrong.
I
did. All right, we're looking here. So Dylan Hughes versus Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Jacob wrote it down as Brandon, but fortunately for Brandon, it is Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall. Whoa, buddy! That initiation, that thing gripped up, shot on the inside, and Dylan Hughes out front. He needs to continue on. But man, Taylor Hall, he was like, "Hey, I'm up here." Like, what are you doing there? You shouldn't be there. That could have been really, really bad. That could have got south real quick. That Cam's Corvette, but Dylan Hughes navigates the course. Pretty spot on. Filled all the zones, navigated transition properly, and that's going to be a big advantage for Dylan Hughes.
Yeah, when I was chatting with Taylor Hall's team earlier, they said they were fighting a couple of issues, and they thought they'd figured it out. This looks very similar to the issue that we saw earlier on, and I'm not quite sure if they've got it completely sorted, but Dylan Hughes out in the lead looks great, and Taylor Hall is just doing everything he can to salvage the rest of this run. Real rough there on initiation. Just looks like he's not putting down quite enough wheel speed. I mean, it's possible they're down on power or something is going on. That's kind of what it looks like. Because on initiation, it looks like he tries to light the tires up again. It doesn't quite go, but he did initiate at the incorrect spot. That's really what it looks like there. But
yeah.
Dylan Mendoza Hughes, great job out front. Taylor, I mean, hey, crazy things have happened.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Dylan's dad is his spotter, and Taylor's spotter is his wife, so family affair here on both sides. But you wonder if Dylan's dad is telling him, like, hey, we don't know if Taylor's 100%, so maybe tread lightly because I I gotta assume there's gonna be an advantage here for Dylan Hughes after that first run in this battle. Initiating there, you can see the throttle, the dials there down to that bottom left-hand corner on throttle, and obviously you can see the G's being implemented there on the windshield of the vehicles, and boom, right there, accel, decel. Tapping the brake lights a little bit, cutting through the smoke. Dylan Hughes doing exactly what he needs to do. Get through the course, don't make contact, don't do anything crazy, and this is going to go the way of Dylan Hughes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really large mistake there from Taylor Hall, and very independent. Really wasn't near Dylan,
yep.
And I'm very curious as to what happened there, because obviously on the rest of the run everything looked fine.
Yeah, so let's make quick work there. Dylan the Dozer Hughes gets the victory. Our final four is here. Look at that. Adam LZ is going against Odie Boxchis. You got James the Machine Deane against Dylan the Dozer Hughes in that Permatex BMW. All right. Look at this. Fans are loving it. So this is how we've whittled down to the final four, and it looks like James Deane is guaranteed a podium if he loses to Dylan Hughes, third place, and again, will maintain that. But look, Odie would love to move on. You know, unfortunately, he's gonna surpass Simon Olsen, who's second in points. So, you know, mathematically, unofficially, it should be potentially James Deane, Odie Boxchis, Frederick Aasbo. We'll see. But the plot thickens here at the Type S, the Gauntlet, presented by AutoZone. This is round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. The final 4 is upon us when we come back.
GT Radio. Experience ultra high performance.
On race day, when you want to show everyone out there who's the best.
Here we go, Frederick Aasbo.
You really need to be focused. I tell myself, I got this. I'm the best there is.
The star is Frederick Aasbo.
If your answer to the summer heat is let it rain, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Is this it?
This is it!
What's up, guys? We're here at Formula Drift, New Jersey. We're going to talk about tuning, power, and electronics package. So in the Papadakis Racing program, we run all Motec electronics, and we feel that that is one of the best insurance policies for a lasting engine program. Now, throughout the weekend, we're going to check the tune during practice and make sure there's no anomalies that could hurt the engine throughout the course of the weekend. Once that's pretty much all baseline set, we'll work on potentially adding a little bit of power if needed. because sometimes we set the grip levels with the Nitto tires very high where we actually need to add additional power. Now, if it rains on track, we have a button on the keypad that we can press to lower the boost pressure so it's a little less aggressive on a very slick surface, and hopefully it helps the drivability around the racetrack a little bit better. And that's what we usually go through on a Formula Drift weekend. Take it from Tuerck.
Welcome back, everyone. The energy is high. Heading into the Final Four in Dylan Hughes. Came in, team pumping him up. You are ready to do battle against James Deane.
Yeah, obviously James Deane is James Deane, right? So we got our work cut out for us, but this 2JZ E46 behind me is running so freaking good, I can't even explain it. So different nitro strategy this weekend, different power levels this weekend, trying some different settings in the FDF front end, and all of it is just working absolutely fantastic. So getting a little bit of a break with Matt, and then Taylor, he's really coming into his own in that Corvette there. So just absolutely stoked. The crew is freaking killing it. Royal Purple running through the veins as always, and I'm just stoked. So we got to put JD on the trailer. That's the goal. So we'll see what happens.
With the setup, have you been dialing it in, or have you left it alone since the sunset?
Oh yeah, we've been playing with it all weekend and all night. So changing stuff and kind of just going into uncharted territories as far as grip and power goes. So we're just doing what we can out here, and hope it all works out.
Okay, and I know you are laser focused when you're in that car, but man, the atmosphere here, is it like anything else that you can compare it to?
Oh, it's all time, man. Nothing else compares to this in the entire world. I wish everybody could experience what it's like to drive one of these cars, because it looks like it's one thing from the outside, and it's a whole nother ball game on the inside. So I wish we could take people for rides, as I always say this, but fantastic fun. Absolutely awesome.
Anything you want to say to the fans?
Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate you guys sticking through the crazy weather, the hot, the cold, the rain, everything in between. So thank you guys. We love you, and we'll see you at the bar tonight.
Dylan, best of luck. Thank you.
The Dozer getting hyped, dude. Putting JD on the trailer. Pack your stuff up, right? The classic.
Yeah, I think that's what that quote is.
Yeah, I think that's what. Pack your beep up. Oh, Sneaky Pete's. Sneaky Pete's. Yeah, baby. All right. The beanie turn lane.
Yeah!
Tiny.
Tiny, what's up, buddy?
Tiny doggy. I didn't know that was you, Tiny. The glasses, the sign. Tiny, what's up, dog? You're in Send It. You saw that, you and your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. It's got the beanie on. That's a vintage one too. That's a Neff one.
Yeah, I had a couple vintage ones kicking around. I figured I had to give him an OG one.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Sean Neff was at round 1 in Long Beach.
Right.
Yep. All right, well, here we go. So our first half of the Final Four. Let's take a look, and we are looking at Adam LZ and Odie Boxchis. Shout out to the DMCC gang. Got a bunch of Quebecers, bunch of Canadians. Drift Mania. They're what are you looking at?
Oh, no, Quebec. You found this out in Orlando. Quebec fans are wild.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you know where the party's at. All right, Odie Boxchis, Adam LZ. Odie would love to get to the finals. He's currently in 3rd. He will, again, unofficially surpass Simon Olsen, his teammate, in points. But, here's James on the other side of the Final Four. And he'd love to jump up. And they're only separated by 44 points. Or excuse me, 58 points. Talking about James Deane and Odie Boxchis. So, this is James. The James Deane train keeps rolling. The machine keeps pumping. All right, Odie Boxchis will lead. Adam LZ will give chase. Let's see how this transpires. Who's going to the finals? Like I said, James Deane is guaranteed a podium, even if he loses to Dylan the Dozer Hughes. All right, looks like the car's getting camera rigged up, getting ready, get the footage. Remember, this is round 4. We got 4 more rounds left. So if you're in the St. Louis market, you're in the Seattle market, you're in Utah, or if you're in Southern California, Irwindale, California, join us for the final round to see who is our 2024 Formula Drift champion. Matt Brown and Jordan are in the building, representing 1945 Speed and Custom, sweating it out, sweaty and ready. These guys are having a party. Ben Hobson, I know he's here. There we go. Look at Taka Ayano. Taka. Hey, right behind the schedule, Taka. Hey, Greg Bussell. I see you, Greg. All right. There's our 2024 schedule. Jeez.
I think that was a driver.
Yes, I'm not naming names. I'm not naming names. All right.
Kids these days, man, I tell you.
Kids these days. Come on. Shout out Coro Works. in Atlanta. Again, not naming names, Cole Richards. All right, Adam LZ, Odie Boxchis.
It's Cole.
Here we go. Odie Boxchis will lead. Here we go. Coming out of that start chicane. Here comes Odie in the lead, and there it is again, taking that wide line approach, just dropping in. Good sweeping of the leg. Adam LZ, some corrections there in the chase position. Odie Boxchis, you can see he buries it into that second outside zone, that big 180-degree turn. Past an inside clip. We talked about that dang inside clip. And Adam LZ fails to get into that last outside zone about halfway through, drops it in, but Odie Boxchis, he's on a heater.
Yeah, definitely not perfect. I thought I saw a mistake there from Odie. We're going to see if we can catch it here. So he leaves the first outside zone a little bit. Adam does a good job of the chase there for that section. When Odie hears in the second, Adam starts to try and hunt things in and starts to push just a little bit too much and a little bit too late. Now as they transition out, you hope Adam could dive just a little bit more. Odie gets back on the throttle and starts to walk away a little bit. So yeah, actually Odie does have a really, really good lead run there. Other than the first outside zone, could have held on for a touch longer, but that's about it. Whereas Adam is kind of playing the makeup game there throughout it. You know, he is fighting to try and get into the correct spots. What we're looking for is for them to transition. When they come out of that transition, they're exactly where they need to be. There's no movement needed. They basically just look like they're mirroring each other.
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right, well, look at this. We got all hands on deck on James Deane. I don't know what's going on here, that back right corner.
It might be some adjustments, might be some tactical things going on there.
Okay.
Dial in some more grip.
Okay, well, yeah, he's not in a competition timeout. That's definitely just getting hands on the car. Like you said, some refinement. Here we go, Adam LZ. He's gonna go like hell. Watch this. Adam LZ, big handbrake pull. You see that? And Odie Boxchis is not phased at all. Oh, buddy, Odie drops into the side of Adam LZ. And look at, he's grinding him. He's getting down. He's getting down. Adam LZ takes out that inside clip, a darn inside clip. But here goes Odie Boxchis. I mean, just absolutely marinated in smoke like a brisket. Odie Brisket Boxchis.
Oh, yes. Please make that his nickname. Oh, I've never been so sure of something.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so Adam, I mean, very aggressive. Very, very aggressive off the kick there. That initiation, like I said, is what won him the event last year. Odie looks like he was anticipating it. Chokes up just a touch there from Adam. Odie, masterclass in how to adjust the car. And now, filling that zone, does get the proximity that we're asking for, but also mirroring the line, mirroring the angle. Odie is on one. He is absolutely on one today. He is doing everything. He is putting the entire textbook into how to chase today. Leads the car a little bit, transitions out, dives through the smoke, now gets in. Look at that, perfectly parallel. And he's just, he's just mirroring him all the way down. Gives him a little touch, just to remind him, Odie Brisket Boxchis. And as they come through the third outside zone.
You want that snow to
so
come
bad.
through.
Oh, man.
Brisket. Smoked brisket.
Risking it for the brisket, baby.
Smoked brisket Boxchis. And he's vegetarian.
I know it won't happen.
I know.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got a coilover out, kids.
That is.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
All right, buying him some more time here. The BC Racing side by side.
So yeah, you can see how much more angle Adam's got to that first outside zone. Now as we transition back out, let's take a look there. Both the leads look pretty good, but Odie definitely has a bunch more proximity through that section. So come through the inside clip, both of them look good. Odie could have been a little bit deeper through that inside clip. We know Adam got all of it. But yeah, LZ, yeah, you know what? Now that we put the side-by-side, this looks a little bit tighter than I originally anticipated. I mean, that's the thing. These side-by-sides can make things easier or way harder.
Shout out to PBK, paint job there for Adam LZ, another fellow Canadian for you. What do you think, people? All right, not everybody get excited at one time. Okay, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. You're on the camera. Take a look. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Jump into the closet like it's a magic show. All right, here we go. Slide him left for Odie. Slide him right for Adam L. One more time. One more time. They are going at it again. All right, so there we are.
I see it. I definitely see it.
Got a couple. We got that one whiz kid had two hats. You saw that? You thought one more time?
Yeah. No. I at first I thought it was going to lead more towards Odie, and then we start to look at the actual side by side. Wow, this is actually way closer than I thought.
This is a problem. It's a major problem for a points leader. Lorette, he was driving great. What's going on?
Trey, is the clock running? Just confirming, so the team is working on James Deane's car and the clock is not yet running. What I heard is that you were feeling a clutch problem, but now the team's working on suspension. So can you walk us through what's happening?
Yeah, so in the last run chasing Chris on the second outer on the long corner, as I was trying to manage my proximity, the clutch pedal was sticking down when I was using the handbrake. So the team bled the clutch, maybe with some air. So we're hoping that's going to fix that. And also the car felt a bit more jumpy than normal, so they're precautionary, just changing the shock to make sure. We also had a nitro solenoid stick open. But it's all good. The team have it under control. It's happening kind of at the right times. And they're putting the wheel back on there now, and we should be good to go.
Did you just say that you're hoping that you're not going to have nitrous problems? It's sticking open?
Yeah, so I think we had some debris in the solenoid and the nitrous was stuck on my chase run as we were crossing the finish line. So it's all good though. I think everything's under control. It's very hot, as you know. So a weekend of this heat, I think, takes a toll on everyone, especially like me. I chose windows this year and kind of regretting it for this event. But yeah, we're trying our best.
Thank you very much, James. And the clock is running. We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's, like you said, the Irish fans here cheering them on. Hey, you guys, once again, cheering them on. But, no, we got James Deane. He's still in the hunt. When we come back, will James be there? Will Dylan be there? We got Adam. We got Odie one more time. We got a good time. Don't go anywhere. This is round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship here at E-Town, the Crazy 8. When we come back.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
Max Gear is a high-performance synthetic gear oil designed to provide maximum protection to heavily loaded gear. Slippery synthetic molecules and center look additive package not only reduce wear, they virtually eliminate both gear and bearing wear. We run 1,000 horsepower through our transmission and differential all season long and never have a problem. Eliminate a variable. Drift with Royal Purple Max Gear. Pour purple, Royal Purple. You can find Max Gear at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
モータースポーツで得た高度な技術、すべてのレイズホイール一本に込める魂は永遠に変わらない。ビヨンドザレボリューション。ザコンセプトイズレーシング。
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack.
They're absolutely shredded now.
That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
NGK, the leader in high ignitability spark plugs, is proud to announce the launch of its Mod Performance Ignition Coils. Designed and built for performance, Mod Coils feature custom primary and secondary windings to increase output and performance. Mod Coils provide maximum levels of dielectric strength, voltage insulation, and durability. Level up like the pros. Choose Mod Performance Ignition Coils from NGK, the official coil sponsor of the Formula Drift Pro Spec class.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Type S, the Gauntlet presented by AutoZone. We initially saw Adam LZ and Odie Boxchis go against each other, and the judges, it wasn't unanimous, it was 2-1. But I could see that. And
yeah.
After further review, we have dictated this one more time. So.
Yeah. It's. I mean, that that eye in the sky really does tell all the truth. You can't hide anything from it. So some of the other camera angles, I mean, it might look closer or further away, but yeah, that top down, man.
Yeah, that, again, talking about our boy Aaron Jesse, he's the eye in the sky, the truth serum. Look at Odie Boxchis. I mean, he's had one heck of a weekend, you know. Between Simon Olsen and it's been hot, you know. Obviously, again, shout out to Amy Boxchis, you know, last round. We were in Orlando and lost his mother-in-law. You know, Odie lost his mother-in-law and his wife's mom. So shout out to the Boxchis family for going and enduring that. So again, everybody's got a story, and we're trying to tell it. We're trying to extend it as well. So here we go. There's the other side of the Final Four. And Ireland is watching. The O'Reilly family, I know they're watching. And again, the pride of Ireland, James the Machine Deane going against Dylan the Dozer Hughes from the Pacific Northwest. The Dozer versus the Machine. Sounds like BattleBots.
Oh, yeah. Love BattleBots.
That seems absolutely on brand for you. Absolutely, you are BattleBots #1 fan. All right, speaking of BattleBots, let's see these BattleBots right here. We're talking about the Ford Mustang and the BMW. James the Machine Deane initiates. Let's see if that suspension change helped him out or if it's gonna hurt him. Dylan Hughes was really confident putting JD on the trailer. Look at this, we're seeing James Deane filling all that second outside zone. Dylan Hughes with some great proximity. Needs to drop that back end and swing thing into the back of that Mustang into that final outside zone. And there you go. So James Deane and Dylan Hughes.
Yeah, great run from both of them. I mean, Dylan's definitely on one tonight. I mean, he's got things dialed in. He's figuring out what this car needs to do. So James Deane just touches the wall there on initiation, fills all the first outside zone. Now Dylan Hughes in the chase. Look at this. This is great. I mean, starts to worm his way up. A little wiggle for proximity, but mirrors absolutely perfectly. James Deane, good transition, dives back in. Wow, Dylan Hughes.
Yeah.
Could have
that angle. That angle is just really, again, it's really showcasing on how well Dylan did.
Yeah, it's just an expert class. Like when you see a driver in the groove like this, when they get in the zone, the flow state, whatever you want to call it, you get this phenomenal driving.
Wow.
And James Deane looks super steady and allows Dylan to take some risks and really push the envelope to understand, you know, I can do this, I can get away with that. And
oh, look at that sketch.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't do that.
For the win. Okay. The AutoZone Ford Mustang, James Deane chasing down the Permatex, getting bucked up. Let's see what you got here. Dylan the Dozer Hughes says he's going to pack up JD on that trailer. 4-star wheels go round. GT radials surrounding him into that second outside zone. James Deane. Look at that. Now he gets close. He says, all right, I got you, bro. Look at that. Grinding in. You can see him right there. It's a right-hand drive. He bucks him out of the way. Oh, Dylan Hughes drops a little bit of a tire there. Again, that contact was made, so take that into consideration.
Can hear the RTR boys over in the spotters booth dancing around, doing a little Irish jig over there. They're pumped. They're excited. James Deane just putting on a clinic. I mean, there's a reason why he was the back-to-back-to-back champion. And, you know, it took him a little bit to get acclimatized to this Mustang, but he is there. This is phenomenal. So, Dylan Hughes, good initiation, gets out nice and wide. James Deane starts to cut the angle a little bit now, starts to push things to get in there. And we see these little Irish kisses on the door, that Permatex BMW, and it's right here where Dylan Hughes goes one, not quite two, but it does scrub a ton of angle out. So that one mistake from Dylan Hughes, that one slip up, that, you know, just really less than a foot.
How do you take into consideration the contact, though? I'm not saying, you know, I mean, he didn't go off on his own power, but watch this. Just play devil's advocate.
No.
You know, putting his.
That's fair. I mean, did James Deane push him out? I don't think so. I think we're all good at that point. I mean, it's close. It's really close.
I'm just saying, even prior to that, when he was grinding on him and throwing him off, maybe that, you know,
that's a solid point.
Yeah, food for thought.
No, I like it. I mean, we know at many tracks that something could happen, and a turn and a half, 2 turns later, it could have a huge difference.
Well, boom, there it is. James Deane gets the victory. Would love to get you guys on the headset. Did it come down to the first run or the second run for you guys? And Reese Marin, he's going to throw on the headset here. Was it the first run or the second run?
What it came down to is when we see Dylan going into outside zone 3, you can see he just messes up, and that was really his downfall there.
All right. Okay, so yeah, again, second run there, that dirt. So obviously what I brought up there, just food for thought, like I said.
No, I
didn't think that happened, but Irish eyes are smiling on James Deane. James the Machine Deane advances on. Unfortunately, Dylan Hughes comes into this round sitting 11th, so he will not be on the podium. So it's going to be James Deane, Adam, Odie. That's how it's going to be. So Odie Boxchis, Adam LZ. So I mean, Odie needs to get into the finals in order to really have a contention. Adam LZ wasn't intended to be here. He wasn't intended to beat other rounds. And I mean, you know, here he is partaking.
They're going to be on the Podium podcast a little bit later tonight, so maybe I'll ask him, hey, does this inspire you to run a couple extra rounds?
Yeah, exactly.
What else you got on the go, man?
Yeah, and again, don't know what changed in order for him to be here, but regardless, right now, here he is in the final four, going to Odie Boxchis. Odie Boxchis will lead Adam LZ in the chase position for this one more time battle. Odie, whoa, buddy, Adam LZ, hooks it, goes off-roading. Oh no, so there it is again. So Odie Boxchis needs to finish this run right here, and he will have a major advantage. Adam LZ shuts it go. I mean, it was already done. I mean, I mean, he should really save his tires and just go straight. So, I mean, why drift? It's already over. It was over before it began, so just chill.
Did it for the people. Do it for the fans.
Okay, relax.
Gotta get them excited.
I don't know. It's exotic. It's what the kids want.
Gets people on their feet. All right, let's see.
Let's
see what happens. Adam he just said it. I don't know of any other way to say it. I mean, I don't know if I owe you $5 for saying that, but like, he just sent it. That's it. He's just, you know what? If you're gonna try and beat Odie, you've got to try something wild. And look he sparked his car. He had so much weight transfer going on. He sparked the diff. Look at again.
How did his lugs not break?
Oh man, that was wild. But you know what? Why not?
Yep.
Let's go for it.
COD, cash on delivery. Lick the stamp and send it, baby.
Oh, man. I mean, once again,
feeling breezy.
Ifs and buts, right? If he was able to hold on to it, that would have been wild, but.
Hey, you know what, though? Like you said, crazy things have happened. Let's alternate the order, and we'll see Adam LZ lead with Odie Boxchis in the chase position. And if...
No, we're hearing here from race control.
All right, the Whiz Kids. We got a shirtless Whiz Kid and really Whiz Kid. Oh, now he's you're stabbing your kid with a Drift Wizard hat?
I think they're jousting.
I think that's illegal. I think it's illegal in some states, especially New Jersey. Look at you! Oh boy! Oh, that is peak performance right there, my friend. Yeah. Oh yeah. When are you due?
Oh.
Oh boy!
Actually impressive.
Matt Marcoux, look at this guy.
Yeah, Matt.
Peak performance again. Look at this guy hustling.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shouts out to all of our media people.
Yeah, the media, the people.
The people. The people of the media pits.
How we doing out there? Batman's in the building. Just saying, haven't seen Batman and that dude in the same building.
What?
Oh,
what is happening?
Nitrous. Oh, he's cooling it down. Spraying it with nitrous.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what exactly that was. But.
Oh, and Odie Boxchis calling a comp timeout? Is that what's cooking? Oh, because of contact. So who was at fault?
I think
LZ's at fault, so they're allowed to inspect the cars.
Yeah.
So LZ has to utilize his comp timeout. So yeah.
I mean, good on Odie, because here's the thing: like, you don't inspect it, you just go out, and then there is an issue, and you spin out. Now you've got a huge issue where it's 0-on-0.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. These are the two men battling for the top of the standings: Odie Boxchis and James Deane. There's Ray Shake there. Got Handsome Rob. Okay, so here it is. This is the contact that Adam LZ is at fault of. Oh, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You can almost see the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it explodes there on Odie's. So.
And Odie continued on.
Yeah.
Gangster.
He knows nothing but.
Dude, the brisket, smoked brisket, Boxchis.
Yes.
and you love that so much because again you smoke meat.
I'm a huge brisket.
Yeah, you're a culinary guy. Here's how the numbers shaped up coming into this round. James Deane leads. Simon Olsen retired early in 32. His motor popped. Odie Boxchis, you can see all the 50. What is that? 58 points between the two. 58 points. Again, coming into this round. Frederick Aasbo, he advanced quite a bit. Brandon Sorensen, he made it all the way to 16 before getting knocked out by Taylor Hull. So, again, Odie and James Deane And James is already in the finals.
Yeah, so even if Odie wins, I don't believe you have enough points to jump James Deane, but he is going to be very close. Like, he's going to be within striking distance there. So it's going to be interesting.
Yep. All right, well, speaking of that hunt for the championship, let's throw it down to Lorette with the 3-time champ.
Well, you can obviously see James just trying to cool himself down in this heat is just kind of brutal. It wears on your body. What's the temperature in the car that you're dealing with?
Well, the floor today during practice, it's a lot cooler now, but today during practice, the floor was almost 180 Fahrenheit, which is, I think, 80 degrees Celsius. So that was the floor. Obviously, the cabin temperature was a lot lower than that, but it's still a lot. So I'm just trying to keep myself awake by using wet rags and cloths and just trying to stay as energized as I can. But yeah, it's tough out there. There with the battle with Dylan, pushed hard in the chase, kind of got a bit too close before the first transition, and I was a little bit lost for a second, but then he dropped tires, I think, on the last corner, and I was just going wherever he was going. It's challenging out here for like what looks like a quite simple low-speed track. It has lots of bumps. It's hard to visualize exactly where you are in the lead and in the chase, but we're giving it our best, and yeah, delighted to be in the finals. Hard to believe. I'm so happy.
And there's a bump when you're passing over the flat track, the speedway part, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a bump there too, and as you kind of get into the outer zones, the track is almost falling away from you. So as you get to the edge, you're playing with fire, with potentially dropping a tire into the dirt. So it's very challenging, but it's the same for everyone, and we're all trying our best and just trying not to make big mistakes. Even though we're making small ones, we're just trying our best.
Going against Odie Boxchis, how would you make sure that you don't make any small mistakes?
It's one lap at a time, one step at a time. That's the way I've always kind of treated it. Like today in top 3 too, I was just focused on that, and you just take it like that, one step at a time. So I'll do my lead run. I think I'm leading first, so do my lead run, see how that goes, try not to make any mistakes, see how he gets on behind us, and then switch it up and see how hard we have to push. But it's the finals, we're going to push hard anyway, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
We're excited too. Jared?
Thank you so much, Lorette. Some great words there. 180 degrees. Holy cow. We gritting it right now? We grit? Oh, okay. Sun's out, guns out. Sun's not out, brother. Why you, again, how'd you get past through security? Formula Drift, starting them young. Thanks, y'all, for coming out. Well, again, trying to get to the bottom of this. Again, a lot of people watching online. How y'all feeling out there? Look at this, a packed house here at E-Town. Oh man, the gauntlet absolutely representing Tri-City, or Tri-State area, excuse me. Type S, the gauntlet presented by AutoZone. James Deane's in the finals. Who's he going against? Is it Adam LZ or Odie Boxchis? We'll find out. Again, contact was made. We're one halfway through the Adam LZ and Odie battle. When we come back, we'll find out.
In drifting, everything's a mental game.
Boom! Perfect.
If you're not focused, you're off your game.
Ryan Tuerck is back at it. He wants it.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Launch sequence engaged. We are go. We have liftoff.
Extreme performance racing, battle tested in Formula Drift for the last 4 years. XPR contains Centerlook additive technology, ultimate Z DDP wear protection, and superior high temp performance. Pour purple, royal purple, the synthetic expert.
Drifting is not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood.
It's a fine line that you have to walk. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be able to drive on your instinct.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do this without them.
is Formula Drift, what we call the Throwdown, the battle in Seattle. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, boys.
The excitement is just palpable. You ready to rock? That guy's ready to shred. Oh no! Unleash the Kraken. And here we go. Let's send it!
So we got the win, mother. Let's go!
That is all she wrote. An amazing event. Chelsea Nova gets the win. Well, Seattle is going down later this year, so join us there. I love the Seattle crowd. Absolutely the throwdown. All right, Jacob, the plot thickens, brother.
Ooh-wee,
Odie Box. Ooh-wee, Rick. Look at this.
Okay, so upon further investigation, Odie Boxchis should have been on throttle sooner. No smoke, no smoke, no smoke. Now he has smoke basically at the point of contact. Adam was pushing off, was going wide, but Odie should have been on throttle far before the time he did. So we're gonna at this point set shared fault in this incident, which does mean that both drivers, based on the rule book, would receive an incomplete for the run. That is the rules with basically this setup. So I do have Vernon on the headset to explain this a little bit further, but essentially Odie didn't get on throttle when he should have, and Adam was waiting for him to do that, and that might have been, that is part of the reason why Adam blew off track. So Vernon, you want to jump on, elaborate, and have a little conversation about this?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds about right what you said. We did see that Adam was a little bit on the wrong trajectory when he was making the entry.
Right.
So there is a possibility that he would go off course either way, but we're not really sure if he could, when he goes on throttle, if he could dial it back in again. And he didn't get the opportunity from Odie because he didn't go on throttle until very late into zone 1.
Okay, so Adam's cooking, definitely going a little too fast, but he was waiting for Odie to light off.
Yeah.
Odie didn't do it in the correct time.
Exactly.
And that did help cause part of the incident.
That's it, and that's why it's a shared fault.
Okay, so now what this is going to come down to.
It's come down to this battle.
Yeah,
it's
it.
this. So basically, now this is it. This is it. Michael McDonald called.
Yeah.
This is it. All right. So LZ will now lead, and his wheel shattered. It was crazy. It was chaotic. But now, this is it. Like Michael McDonald says, Adam LZ, Odie Boxchis, who's going to the finals against James Deane. Can LZ go back to back?
Oh.
How climatic was that?
Oh, man.
Who's it? Oh.
Insert dramatic music here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to elaborate on winning this, essentially, they're going to look at obviously the lead and the chase here, but whoever has a better version of that part of the run.
Right.
So lead is very important, but chase is also very important. So.
Chase, you could just flex and break the wrist. Again, it's over the top, baby.
Yeah, it is going to be wild, that's for sure. There's a lot of tension here.
A lot of tension here. And we are about to see, again, the second half. James Deane waits in the wings, just boiling. Yeah, and you think also championship points wise, Odie, he needs this. James is already in it, so he needs this win. Adam LZ would love to play disruptor. Not to do a whole season, but he won here last year. He could do it. Adam LZ out front. The Drift HQ, breezy. BMW into that first outside zone. Odie Boxchis kind of dives in on the inside. You see him transitioning now. Adam LZ, he's very familiar with this. Adam LZ bunches him, pushes him, bullies him out of the way. And past that inside clip now into that last outside zone. Big angle, Adam LZ goes into the dirt. Chaos ensues. Okay, there is a lot going on here, a lot to unpack. Wow. Not leaving, this is crazy, man. Dust, dirt, thumbs up.
I love it, though.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah,
thumbs up. Yeah. Insert Rambo meme.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you did it.
Yeah, absolutely wild. Oh, man. Okay, let's take a look. Let's break this down. So, Adam out front. Very smooth initiation. Odie almost overcooks it there. That was almost it for Odie. Does miss that zone. Does get in a little bit late there. Now, Adam does a good job there. Odie with a little boop, little nudge. She comes to the inside clip. Adam avoids it this time. Now, look, gets on throttle and just overcooks, and that's it. That's all it comes down to. It's crazy. There's so much pressure on these drivers, and these tiny, tiny little mistakes manifest themselves in these situations.
He shot off of it. He came out of there. And again, watch this rub. See it bang.
I do love it though. I love seeing angry Odie.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, he's very cool, calm, and collected, but I've seen some in-car, and that is not the same person inside that vehicle. But
side by side.
Yeah, man.
It's not that clean cut yet. Not that dirty cut. Because that got aggressive.
There was a lot of contact throughout that run. So let's see, was there any contact from Odie onto Adam that may have caused that incident? So we see a bit of a tap there. Adam still playing with the wheel a bit. And then Adam transitions here and just, there's a lot of momentum. Yep. And Odie, there was no contact there from Odie. The only thing I can think of, I mean, Adam did take a bit of a hit there in the beginning. Did that maybe mess up something? It's really hard to say. I mean, these cars do make a lot of contact. We're at that level now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but like you said, just keep on keeping on. You gotta take that hit. But here we go. Slide him left for Odie Boxchis, right for Adam LZ, and Odie Boxchis is going to the finals. And Adam LZ will get that third place position. LZ gets third. Dylan Hughes just outside due to position. Dylan 11th, Adam LZ 8th. So again, just outside that podium spot for the Dozer. LZ gets third. And now James, the Machine, Deane, and Odie Boxchis in the finals. Our current, again, unofficially 1 and 2 in the points. How we doing out there, New Jersey? E-Town, make some noise. Hey, real quick, I want to do a test shoot right now, okay? Everybody pull out your phone and turn on your light. I want to make sure all your lights work real quick, okay? Everybody turn on your lights. All right, that's how you do it, okay. All right, so a lot of y'all listen. Thank you so much. You can put them down now. Give it a break, because obviously we got to take a break. But when we go to the final of James Deane and Odie Boxchis, I need you to do that for me once again. We're going to take some sick photos, some sick videos, and you're going to be part of history here at E-Town 2024. So you can put them down right now, but when I ask you to send it, you're going to send it with those lights onto the screen, onto the track here at the Crazy 8. The Nat Boys put on one heck of a show again next weekend, the Gambler. But can you believe it? 1 and again, unofficially 2 in the points championship. And after this weekend, after tonight, we are officially halfway through our 2024 season. We got St. Louis, we got Utah, we got Seattle, and of course, we have Irwindale, California to find out who the champion will be. Odie Boxchis, a real contender, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. What an amazing ride it has been. Jared Deanda, Jacob Gettens, your tour guides, as well as Lorette Nickel. The finals are here for the Type S, the Gauntlet, presented by the AutoZone. That's right, presented by AutoZone. James the Machine Deane, 3-time champ, against Odie Boxchis, who's chasing his first ever championship, when we come back here at E-Town in New Jersey.
I'm Ryan Tuerck, and I'm super proud to announce Rain-X's all-new wiper blade design, the Tuerck and SUV Heavy Duty Series.
Whoa, cut! Ryan, it's the truck and SUV blade. It says it right there.
These new blades are specifically designed for truck and SUV windshields. They're tougher and built for rugged weather. Like I said, the all-new Rain-X truck and SUV blade, engineered not to be turked in tough conditions and built for your truck or SUV. Get a pair today, only at AutoZone. I mean, I still like the idea of a Tuerck and SUV blade.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences, and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Ready to rise to the challenge, above obstacles, above perceptions, Above it all. If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Look at that Minowa tire just rip.
Been holding power you make for 30 years. But here's the real question. How much torque are you making? Because every single ACT clutch is rated by the torque produced at the crank. That's all your clutch cares about. Your power, your performance, your success. Unrivaled precision, power, and durability. Visit advancedclutch.com today. 30 years of precision engineering and performance excellence. Because every revolution starts at the crank.
More.
Is this it?
This is it!
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or monster jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
The passion here is very different than I've seen in any other school. You guys set them up very, very well to succeed and to win in a big time way.
The fact there's a school you can go to for racing is just a little.
Welcome to Orlando Speed World.
How could you not love to see cars ripping around a track?
You know Ken Block never signed boots? Keep it goofy.
Yeah. This is a page in the history book that we will never forget.
Let's send it! Oh, and Rudy gets into the wall. Welcome to Orlando, where the fans come out in droves. The line is way back there. People are showing up at 9:30. The gates don't open until noon. Well, guess what? We are welcome with some beautiful weather, sunny skies, a little bit of clouds, a little bit of wind. But the rocket ships are both in the sky and on the ground here for round 3 of the Formula Drift Championship. We brand this Scorched, which is ironic because we've seen 2 rounds and 2 cars burn. Talking about James Deane round 1. And of course, Odie Boxchis at round 2. Oh my gosh! These fans, they love this stuff. I mean, thumbs up all around. This guy, that guy loves it. I mean, everybody loves it here. So let's keep this party going. Let's send it. It's about to go down. Everybody wants to go behind the scenes of the motorsports world. We're doing just that. This is where the cars are staged right before they go and hit the track. But if you're a young adult and wants to get involved in the motorsports world, there's a thing called the Driven Experience.
The Formula Drift Driven Experience is a youth engagement program started by Formula Drift. It's a way for us to get the youth sparked and into the automotive industry.
So who wants to drive it?
We bring them out, we get them to talk to drivers, track walks, crew chiefs, and also some of the major brands in the area, and seeing what all of the opportunities are out there. Today's event, we had over 100 students, and I believe there was only 5 or 6 that had ever been to a Formula Drift event. So these were all newcomers.
It's his first Formula Drift event, and he was like, this is epic, this is sick.
But at the end of the day, they want to know how to work on a car and be able to get a career in the automotive industry.
Oh my.
It's been great. We're excited to be out here at the Formula Drift Driven Experience. It's just amazing to see the different cultures and all the different cities we're coming to. And we hope to grow this to be even bigger. And who knows, maybe we have the next Formula Drift driving champion in our group. We had several of the kids, their eyes get really big, they're asking the right questions, and one of the biggest questions they say is, how do I become a Formula Drift driver?
Thanks for coming out and thanks for having a great time. Thank you very much. Yeah.
The Driven Experience. Who's going to be the next champion in 2024? Will it be a repeat champion? Will it be a new champion? Well, we're going to find out who's winning here at E-Town. Our finals are here. Odie Boxchis, James Deane, they are in the double burnout box. We call it the Bob, the burnout box. All right, throw those phones on, throw the lights up. Let's light up E-Town. Come on now, get ready to send it! Englishtown, New Jersey. James the Machine Deane, 3-time champion, your current points leader. Light up the night, light up the lights, and let's light up those tires. That's right, we are ready to send it for potentially the final time. Are they going one more time? Are they going to do it again? The fans here at E-Town are absolutely exploding this spot. James the Machine Deane, Odie Boxchis fighting tooth and nail, and here we go. James Deane will lead, Odie Boxchis giving chase. Who's getting the win? Last year's Adam LZ, he made it to the Final Four, but he got knocked out. Dylan Dozer Hughes got knocked out by James Deane. Let's send it! All right, James Machine Deane initiates into that first outside zone. Feeling all that Odie Boxchis chimes in. Want to see that overhead shot. Look at that, pulling that front left tire off the ground in that second outside zone. Odie Boxchis bobs and weaves like a boxer in a boxing match. Here we go past that front inside clip into that final outside zone. James Deane dives in. He got the win in Long Beach. Is he going to get it again here in New Jersey against Odie Boxchis? Jacob, saw your little head nod there, like you heard a wrong tone, like you were a dog. What's going on?
Yeah, just taking a look at the dynamics of the RTR cars right here in transition. You see a bit of a checkup there from James Deane, but Odie anticipates it and does a great job through it. I was just a little concerned things were going to get a little bit wonky, but both these drivers are top-tier chase drivers, so they're able to anticipate and see exactly what's going to happen. That's what we see here. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, we might be here all night the way these guys are driving. I mean, Odie does not fill all of outside zone 1, but the rest of this run, both of them dialed in completely. James Deane filling all the zones. Odie right there the entire time. It's so close to call. This is why I'm not a judge. It's nights like this that is why I'll never be a judge.
Gonna be a cool night. All right, here we go. Let's alternate the order. Odie Boxchis will lead. James Deane giving chase. If you want to put the lights up again, download the app while you're at it. FD Unlocked. Find out all the information, in-car footage. We got it all. Send it! Odie Boxchis, James the Machine Deane. Who's coming out on top? James across the nose of that Ford Mustang RTR. Odie Boxchis, look at that. James Deane airs it out. Big, massive, sweeping entries in that first outside zone. Look at the telemetry there. You can see they're on throttle going past and inside to the front clip. Let's see, they are eyes on the prize right now in that final outside zone. James Deane dives in on the inside. He then massages the back end of that Mustang. The field suspension S15 crosses the finish line. Where you at, E-Town? Who gets the win? James Deane, Odie Boxchis, or give you what you want one more time?
Man, Odie is just pulling out more things. I don't know where he keeps all these secrets, because he's just pushing and doing all these crazy things. Look at the intensity of him.
Dude.
I mean, taking his breath out. I mean, it is so difficult, so physically demanding to hold these cars. But look at how long he holds it. Back on throttle. James Deane pushing wide. Odie learning from the mistakes of the past, able to get back on throttle when he needs to be, but almost shaking off James Deane, who now has to drive as hard as he possibly can to get back in the battle. They transition out going to outside zone 3. Odie could have been a little bit deeper, but James Deane right there on him, putting some RTR on that field logo. This is so great. There we go. Look at that. Odie
ready to rip.
Oh, just back on throttle super hard, and James Deane kind of gets caught. You know, you've got to go back and take a look at those notes, know when Odie's lighting off, and James Deane does a good job, but doesn't anticipate perfectly. So we do see a couple of very, very small mistakes from James Deane here, but we also saw a couple of small mistakes from Odie previously.
Oh,
this is
boy.
Real tight.
Oh boy, Adam LZ locked in for third. Adam LZ locked in for third again. Is it Odie? Where are my E-Town fans at? Make some noise. There's Lewis. Here's the BC Racing side-by-side. BC Racing official suspension of Formula Drift. The whiteboard says one more time. We'll see if that's true.
So we know both drivers have amazing lead runs. Let's see if we can see any differences in the chase. Odie in the chase there, able to reel in the distance while James overshoots a little bit through first outside zone. Through the second outside zone, pretty comparable. Nothing really different. Odie was a little bit tighter than James, but not by much. And then through this section, James is a bit deeper in the lead. That's about it. That's the only differences I'm spotting here. And look at the intensity.
Dude,
of
race
Boxchis.
face right now.
Oh,
Chest
man.
pounding, looking in the cockpit. A lot of emotions just over the last few months for Odie, between popping the engine in a grand fashion, exploding it at Atlanta. You know, Simon Olsen, the loss of his family member. You know, just all of these things, emotions just. You know, you gotta think about, you know, and then James Deane on the other side of it. You know, Long Beach, the car, you know, I mean, going back to Irwindale, breaking his collarbone, all that. So, all right.
Have a decision?
Do we have a decision? Do we have a decision? We have a decision, and it's not unanimous. We have a victor, and it's not unanimous. Let's bring him center stage. They'll be joined by Adam LZ as well. And again, not unanimous. What do you guys think? What an amazing event. Looking for Adam to join them out there on the track. See if he brings his cars. He's rolling out in a golf cart. Jacob, what are your thoughts, man, on this event? I mean, this whole weekend.
It's
you know, from it's a long weekend. You know, we fly in Thursday, qualifying Friday, Saturday, or excuse me, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are that drifting's never been in a better place.
I love that.
We've all these one more times. We have all these young guns coming up. We've got all these OGs who are still in the battles. This sport is growing to an exponential level, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the ride, man.
Yeah, you are, brother. Yeah, welcome to the pit. Welcome to the box. That's what I said when you got hired, man. All right, welcome to the jungle. There it is. Make some noise for them as they step outside of their vehicle. They're joined by Adam LZ. There's James the Machine Deane, Odie Boxchis, a lot of emotion, and again, it's not unanimous. Adam just jumping outside of his vehicle. Make some noise for him as he steps out of that BMW. He won here last year, just a bit outside. Dylan Hughes also just outside of podium spot. Again, 1 and 2 in the championship. Who's coming out on top, talking about what unfolded. All right, let's officially announce our podium. Third place here at round 4, the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Drift HQ. Breezies are gonna be popping. Sally's Pizza's going down the throat. Make some noise for Adam LZ, third place here at round 4, the Formula Drift Pro Championship. And now, your winner here at round 4, Type S, the Gauntlet, presented by AutoZone. Your winner at round 4 at E-Town is James the Machine Deane gets the win. James Deane, your points leader, gets the win. That means second place goes to Odie Boxchis. Odie Boxchis gets second. Again, not unanimous. 2 for James and a 1 more time. Again, not unanimous. 2 James Deane, 1 more time. And with that, James gets the win. Odie Boxchis second. And then third place goes to Adam LZ. All right, Lorette Nickel, fancy pants down there. You can't miss her down there. She's gonna be down there. I know. All right. So it seems that, all right, Lorette, fancy pants. Talk about fancy pants. Get that microphone tall up there to our winner, James Deane, our current points leader. Lorette.
James, congratulations. You are the only driver so far with a win and 2 other podiums, and you continue that streak, but this was not an easy one.
This was a challenging event. Honestly, to be totally honest, I didn't feel 100% comfortable for many of the runs tonight. Between me and myself, just struggling a bit with fatigue, and also a couple of issues with the car, but the team had my back all the way, got us back on track every single time. I don't know how they keep doing it. It's unbelievable. The whole energy inside this team is amazing. Second win this year. I'm so proud. The battle with Odie was, I was happy with my lead. In the chase, it was a bit sketchy. I got kind of caught out on initiation. so it wasn't as close as I wanted it to be, but yeah, I didn't know what way that was going to go. So very happy to have it, and yeah, what a year so far.
Congratulations, James Deane with his second win. And Odi Boxchis over here. Odi, it was a difficult weekend, a lot of work that you put in. What do you have to say?
Well, I got to say thanks for the team. I mean, it's been a roller coaster this whole season for our team, and they just stick by my side and just get it done. And I couldn't do it without them, and not just their hard work, but their like enthusiasm about it keeps me enthused about this, and it keeps me just keeps me going. So thank you so much to my team, and thank you GT Radial for giving us such a freaking sticky tire. Like, we were not having problems with grip whatsoever, and on a tight course like this that's technical, you know, you usually chase it. So yeah, amazing overall, stoked, and we've got some work to do for next round, but getting those points.
Odi Boxchis, congratulations on second, and now making our way over to Adam LZ, who finishes third, and an incredible night that he had. And Adam, I wanted to get your thoughts on the shared fault call with Odi Boxchis.
You know, my phone service wasn't really working that great, so I didn't really even know what happened. I didn't know what they deemed for fault. More than anything, I wanted to really have a good, clean run for the final battle. I feel like I didn't get that, so I'm bummed, but I'm stoked to see those guys on the podium, and I'm stoked to share it with them.
Adam, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium for round number 4 here in New Jersey. Congratulations to James Deane, Odi Boxchis in second, and Adam LZ in third.
Thank you so much, Lorette Nickel, and of course, congratulations to Adam LZ, Odi Boxchis, and your winner 2 times this season, and your current points leader, James the Machine Deane, in his AutoZone NGK Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. Let's give out some trophies. Let's go to Sneaky Pete's. Let's party. Thank you so much to E-Town. What an event, and there it is. Here's a look at our top 10. So Odi slides up to second. Aasbo surpasses Olsen. Again, going out early. Ken Gushi up in 5th. Brandon Sorensen, Minowa, Field, Adam LZ in 9th, and Dylan the Dozer Hughes in 10th. There we are, Chris Forsberg just outside, RCP, Shanahan in 13th. Wow. All right, well, let's keep the party going. Thank you so much to the Nat Boys. Thank you to our staff. Of course, Vernon, Brian, Reese, Chris Yule, Ryan Sage, everybody, thank you so much to the hardworking team. Download the FD app, unlocked. Find all the info, all the content, and we'll see you in St. Louis for round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. On behalf of Lorette Nickel, Jacob Gettens, I'm Jared Deanda. Send it, and we'll see you online, and we'll see you another time. Formula Drift Nation, it's been an absolute honor. What a damn good event.
You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word right. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like you know.